Wake up and I feel like cash. Wake up and I feel like M's. My foot stays pressed on the gas. I'm glad I don't feel like them. They might just get flexed on. Got that spice like Szechuan. Can't be touched, I'm Teflon. Once I met Zac Efron. Go hard for the bros and the bros hot mine. Don't think for a sec that I won't drop on. Wanna stay for the show? Just log on to RoneDotCom. Get knocked off and we still rock on. Come to the pound, see a real top dog. Wanna stay for the show? Then just log on to RoneDotCom.
Yes, sir. It feels so good to be back. Oh my God, it feels good to be back. RoneDotCom, dude. Make some noise for yourselves in the freaking chat one time. Forgive me, first of all. Forgive me for going on just a light vacation with the family. Just forgive me. I didn't want to do it. God knows I didn't want to do it. I love to fucking grind. My family ripped me away from my work and said, you have to go on vacation with us. I said, that's fine, but we're going to be putting out 3 pieces of content a week on RoneDotCom. But even being said, the live streams are the fucking lifeblood. The live streams are the backbone. So my deepest apologies for not being here for 2 live streams. I will make it up to you. That I promise you. That being said, though, last time that we were in studio, well, I mean, just one time, just fire off in the fucking chat if you're with us. One time, just fire a gun off in the chat if you're with us. One time is all I ask. You fire a gun off in the chat if you're with us. It's so good to be back. Just fire off one time. Fire off one time if you're here. Please fire off if you're here. The dilemma that I've been struck with is that while I was gone, the channel grew immensely, which makes me think that maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm slowing us down by being here. When I last did a live stream in studio, it was before the north to south walk of Manhattan, and we were sitting at like 40,000 subs. And I get back into the studio, and we're sitting at 61,500 subs. That's like 14,000 subs that we've gotten since I've been in this room, and I feel like I'm the fucking problem. I feel like I've been holding me back. I've been the one holding back Rone.com the entire time. We might have to drop the Rone and go heavy on the .com because you guys have done yeoman's work. You guys have put the team on your back. You guys are carrying the fucking yoke, dude. The entire boats. And it's just all you guys, honestly. It's all you guys making it happen. And it's so nice. It's so nuts. The things that I think have been growing the channel, obviously the compliment battles do crazy on the internet. So the nicest, go watch all of those. It says, we need Jay the Nightwing on the next nicest card. Jay the Nightwing is the only person who told me no on the nicest. He told me no. Shout out to Bum for the $1.99 for child support. I don't know if that's, you're giving me the $2 for my children, but I'll take it. Jay the Nightwing said no, and Hitman Holla, he said not right now. And he also said get more money to bring me. But I wanted to have Jay the Nightwing. Jay the Nightwing's incredible, but the people who we did have on the show are so talented, and the clips are absolutely ripping. There's something about compliment rap battles that the people fuck with, that the people like. I don't know what it is. I think that people just like positivity. I think that we're joy maxing is a new word that I've learned from these. Joy baiting. It's like rage bait, but the inverse. Shout out to Eileen Bennett. Rone, fucking love you. Love you back, bro. NY Vice, 1 per kid. That means 1 kid's getting a cent short, which is not cool. So that's been ripping it. And then Beach House has been helping a lot. I think Beach House has been doing a lot. Excuse me, I have to be sipping on this tea. I have a rather sore throat this morning. Is that gonna slow me down even a little bit? No, but that's just the circumstances. It's not even an excuse. It's just the circumstances. And shout out to Publicity for this tea. Really good shit from Publicity. Her tea line is incredible. Twerk vs. T-Top was amazing. Totally agree. Here to hustle, 100%. So the compliment battles have been doing really well, and the Beach House recaps have been doing really well. They wanted to put that on the full Barstool channel, and I fought like hell. I was in meetings slamming the table with both fists. I need this on RoneDotCom. In the long board meetings, pinstripe suits, Gaz in like little spectacles being like, the data, I don't care about the data. I needed it on RoneDotCom. And somehow it has done extraordinarily well on RoneDotCom. The first recap is now our highest viewed video on here. So thank you guys again for that, for running that shit up. It makes me feel gratified that the work that not only me, but everybody behind the scenes has been putting in, it's working. The work works. So we're going to keep on putting out bangers like this, Nick Richardson. We're going to end up on the cover of Vogue. Okay. I don't see that. I don't see that for me, but if you see it for me, you know. He said, but are you getting subs or just views? I just said, we have had 14,000 subs since the last time I was in here. So yes, we are getting subs. But thank you for keeping my feet to the fire, Drew Z. Thank you. Have you linked with the rapper from the Tips Walk? No, he never hit my line. Did I get his number or did he get my number? I forget. Well, I need to link with him. Harlem. I need to link with him. There's no doubt in my mind. The bit of using names like, what do you mean bit? It's the Jeff from Lancaster to ask the messy questions on the Beach House. What are you talking about? Go back and watch the question that I asked from Jeff from Lancaster and go to Nadu's Twitter. You will find a verbatim word for word. People think I'm making this stuff up. Insane. That's an actual Nadu tweet that they were asking. But I'm happy to answer any questions about Beach House. From my perspective, everybody's like, you should go harder on this person. You should talk more about this. My role in the recaps for Beach House are to be probing and to ask questions. My role isn't to necessarily insert my opinion. I can have driven and pointed questions, but my role is not to be like, I think this. On this show, I'm happy to say what I think about any of it. So if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to talk about that. And Joe Carpy says, do you still have the backpack for streaming in the office? And that was the last thing or the next thing I wanted to get to. Not last, the next thing that I wanted to get to. So I had such a good time with Donnie walking from the top to the bottom of Manhattan. And you guys showed the fuck out for that too. 100,000 watched that. Lots of people watched the recap. A lot of people came up in person, and it just allowed us to touch the fans. Pause. Allowed us to touch the city. No pause on that one, you know. I don't think that there's anything wrong with touching the city, though Tyler O'Day does work for a building. It allowed us to be out in the streets with the people, and I liked it. And so after that, I said, Pete, All Business Pete, can I have one of those backpacks? May I please have one of those streaming backpacks? I said, $3,000. I said, can I have one of those backpacks? He said, ask Daddy Dave. And so I said, Daddy Dave, this stream went really good. I've done a couple other IRL streams. We did Chinatown, Koreatown, New Orleans. They've been going well. I think that there's upside there. Daddy Dave said, here's $3,000. Go crazy with it. So I'm getting one of those backpacks. And because I'm getting one of those backpacks, I'm going to incorporate that into RoneDotCom a lot. In fact, I'm going to incorporate it into RoneDotCom on these Wednesday morning shows where not every time, but a lot of the time, the stream that you will see, instead of exclusively being in the office, me sitting in this chair, in this room, you will see the same stream with the same talking points, the same chat interaction, the same questions, and often some guests even, but you will see me walking around a neighborhood in New York. So we'll pick a neighborhood. We'll pick Sheepshead Bay, and we'll go walk around there for 2 hours on a Wednesday morning. We'll pick Brownsville, and we'll walk around for 2 hours on a Wednesday morning, and we'll go see what the world looks like, what the city looks like. You can come and link up with us, but we also want to just be able to touch New York in a cool and different way. And I'm so personally excited about it because I had such a good time, but I also have this lust for New York. I feel it in my ball sack and my testes within my ball sack, a tingling love for New York City, and I want to share that love with a lot of people. I think that there's some amazing New York creators that I look up to. Like Emily Eats New York. Have you guys seen that girl on TikTok? She's amazing. She just started doing stuff in June. She's at 1 million subs already, and she just goes to cool places in New York and eats stuff. There's the guy who like walks in and gets reservations in New York. Like we'll walk in at like Teresi or Le Bernardin, just get a reservation, and that's the kind of content that I like. And when I go home on YouTube, I'll watch lo-fi content of people walking around Jakarta or Oslo. I just want to see lo-fi content of people in different places so I can feel like no matter where I am, that I'm exploring somewhere different. That's what really gets me going. And to me, that is the best use of social media. That is the best use of the internet to make the world a more interesting place instead of a more like dark and opinionated place. I want to go and explore and have my horizons broadened. So I'm going to be getting this backpack. I don't know exactly how I'm going to pick neighborhood to neighborhood. And maybe that's where you guys can come in. Maybe that's where you guys can be like, hey, I want you to do this neighborhood. Or we'll say, like, these are the 4 neighborhoods that are getting the most play. We'll put it up for a vote. And then the next day, you'll see me in that neighborhood. And I'll be walking around for 2 hours. And I feel like 2 hours is perfect. Excuse me. For one neighborhood, I feel like you can see everything. And there's a fucking billion neighborhoods in New York. There's a billion of them. And if you feel like I didn't fully cover a neighborhood, we can go back at some point. But I think that should have me covered for like the next 3 years of shit to do, of different places in New York we can bounce to. Talking to Large yesterday, he's like, yeah, let me take you out to Sheepshead. He's like, let me take you to South Brooklyn. I was like, South Brooklyn's too wide. He's like, okay, let's do Sheepshead Bay. And I think you could walk around Sheepshead Bay for 2 hours, and that's the stream, and we'll still talk about it. Yeah, I think it'll be amazing. Chat, what do we think? Do we fuck with it? Love watching footage of Chinese men walk around NYC over some lo-fi hip-hop beats. So wine walk with Liz Gonzalez. Kind of. No wine. It will be in the morning. Papa Smurf, I'm sitting on the toilet smoking a cigarette. The best. Nothing will get that shit out like a cigarette. Not even the coffee. The coffee will do all right. The cigarette will have a shit crackling out of your butt. It will have it dropping out of your butt like Splash Mountain. So we're gonna do that. As soon as we get the backpack, we're gonna keep on doing it. We can run into more Art Man Dance. Exactly. And it's not gonna be this whole 2-hour thing, but I just I truly like walking around. Hit some Greek delis. Exactly. O Block, Chicago. I mean, that's the beauty of doing stuff in the morning. You know, I think that dangerous places are less active between the hours of 9 and 11. You know, I want to be in the Bronx. I want to be outside. I want to be in Queensbridge. You know, I want to be in Shaolin. My wife and kids left me today. P8N. That's crazy. It's 9:14. How does that happen before 9:15 in the morning? That your wife and kids leave you? I hate to tell you this, P8N. This was premeditated. They packed their bags last night, at least. This could have been going for months. This could be like a jailbreak situation where they were tunneling for 6 months beforehand. Absolutely brutal. Rone L stream. I like that. Like IRL, but the R is Rone. I like that. It makes it seem like I'm Rone am taking an L, but I don't think that that's necessarily the case. So if I did this, like let's just get it going a little bit like experimentally. What would be a neighborhood in New York that you would want to see me in? And if you're not from New York or don't live in New York, that's okay. You can think of a neighborhood that you know or are familiar with. Like you could say Times Square. You know, you could say something like that. I would love, Rone, can you come to New Orleans? That was like the first live stream we did. Seems like a great walkable city for you. And I've been walking, and it's like New York. That live stream exists on this channel. You can go back and watch a live stream of me walking around New Orleans, and I'd love to go back there. Bushwick, yes, love that. Bensonhurst, I love Bensonhurst. Koreatown, we did that already, of course. Red Hook, huge fan. Spanish Harlem, like right above, you know what I mean? The Upper West Side, I love that. Washington Park, Delco. It would take me more than 2 hours to walk around Delco, but I'm open to that. And the beauty of this is, say, where's the Super Bowl this year? San Francisco? So say the Super Bowl's in San Francisco, I can hit a live stream walking around San Francisco. Crazy loogie. A crazy loogie just came to me. Good God. I might need another ad copy. Crazy loogie. Jesus Christ. See, Astoria, Duxbury. Yes, imagine me walking around Duxbury. Imagine me going to Duxbury and being like, I want to find Brianna Chicken Fry and Sass's houses. That would be incredible. I'm so sorry that happened, but I can't swallow it. I have a sore throat. Come to Syracuse. That's what I mean. Like going to San Francisco and doing a morning stream there sounds so delightful. Going to different places, and I don't mind bundling up. I don't mind walking around in the wintertime. And Ian said that he would come with us. Ian got rid of his crazy 11th toe, and he said that he'll walk with us. So we'll be able to navigate. He can have the backpack on. We're not going to run out of battery. It's 2 hours. We can bang it out real freaking fast. Roam with Rone. See? I like that. Yeah. Sublime with Rome. There's something there. There's something there. Fort Greene is so nice. Yeah, Fort Greene Park. I love Fort Greene. I'd love to walk around Fort Greene. These are all 64th and 63rd. Okay, that seems like just 2 blocks, but I'm still down to do that. So I'm very excited about that idea. Andrew, how do you think it works? Do you think that I have to order the backpack now, or is like Pete, do you think, on top of it? Dave was like, put me, Pete, and you in a text chain. Tell him that I've given you the green light. And so I did that, and then Pete just gave me the thumbs up. So does that mean he's on it, or does that mean I have to get on it? We don't know. He's not on it. I have to get on it. Well, how am I? Whatever. So excited to hear Rone's unfiltered thoughts on Beach House. Up and Adam. Yeah, see, that's good too. That's damn good. That's damn good. Huh? Wait, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Fuck. It's just you. You want to come in and tell me?
He's at camp all week.
Pete's at camp all week.
Yeah. So
does Pete live in New York, or he lives in Chicago?
I don't think he has a home anymore. I think he's just traveling, and he will sleep at the club at the airport.
Yeah, you could tell that how much he misses Big Cat. They like went to a baseball game together, like with their kids, and you could just tell that like he deeply misses Big Cat. And I wish I could just fulfill that role for him in his life in New York, but I don't have the financial means, the social strength, the high performing podcast where I can swing my dick around like that. But that being said, we're building something. It says, can we ask why New York doesn't get to do fun shit? Huh. What do you mean by that? Why are we not at summer camp right now? I mean, I know the Yak gets to do gym class games all the time, but we got a gym class hero coming in here today, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Travie McCoy is going to be in the building. I've never turned on an episode of any show from Chicago and seen a gym class hero in there. Okay? I've never turned on the show and seen Travie McCoy stroll in here swinging a dread. I want to be a billionaire. That type of shit. La 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 la. That type of shit. My heart's a stereo. That type of shit. And yeah, maybe I did just sing the parts of those songs that aren't actually sung by Travie McCoy, but he's going to be in here at around 10:30, a little bit more than an hour from now, and we're going to chop it up like yesteryear. We're going to chop it up because it's the 20th anniversary of the first Gym Class Heroes album, and he's going to come in and talk to me. I want to know about Katy Perry. Of course you do. Cupid's chokehold still goes crazy. Of course it does. Take a look at my girlfriend. Of course it does, dude. She's the only one I got. Would it be wrong of me to stream snipe Travie? So you're gonna come in here and stream snipe him? Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna stream snipe him. Like, if you come to the office and like post up out front and like want to get a picture with him, I think that would be love. That makes me feel old as hell. I have bad news. You are old, but I have good news. You are alive, and getting old is so much better than the alternative. Rone, what would you do if I was just another dusty record on the shelf? Yeah, exactly. That type of shit. Like, or one of those big 50-pound boom boxes. Remember them? Bro, his ad-libs were so crazy. So crazy. Would you blow me off and play me like everybody else? Oh my God, so fucking good. He truly is a real one. And I know him to be a very nice guy. Why did I ignore your super chat? Damn. Let me pull the fuck up, back up. Okay. Horizon Files, super chat, $4.99. How could I ignore you, my brother? So Meek Phil tweets how awesome Meek Phil is from all Barstool socials, sucks off Sass Online, but calls Dante, Nikki, creeps/assaulters weird company. Yeah, no, 100% weird company. Like, this can't be your first day noticing that Barstool's a weird company. And it's funnier when a guy like Meek Phil is given the keys to the social, because we all transparently see what's going on. If we didn't know that Meek Phil was the one Marilyn Manson removing 2 ribs to suck his own dick, then it would be weird. But we know that it's him doing that. And we know that it's him calling Dante and Nikki creeps. What we have to be aware of is the idea of a reliable narrator. Is Meek Phil a reliable narrator? Are you, the viewer, Horizon Fios, are you because you hear Meek Phil saying something, are you taking it as gospel, or are you considering who Meek Phil is as a human being and saying, hey, maybe I'm not taking what he says as gospel, but maybe I'm viewing it through a lens of a guy who just had 8 green tea shots and is trying to dig out of the hole of autism, his words, not mine. And maybe we see him for what he truly is in that perspective. And I think that that's the best way to look at it, that it is a weird company, and that we like weirdos. We want to have weirdos around. And the more that Meek Phil can be a weirdo, the more that he can be called a weirdo, and the more that he acts like a weirdo, the better it's going to be for Barstool, full stop, bottom line. Like, you don't have to get along with Meek Phil. Meek Phil doesn't have to like you for Meek Phil to be an effective Barstool employee. Imagine paying $5 to hate Meek Phil. And that's the beauty of it too. Like, he is hateable at sometimes. He's a master troll. Like, he is a rage baiter. On this show, we joy bait, but Meek Phil is an actual IRL rage baiting troll, and he wants to get you mad, and he thinks in like snarky comebacks, and that's how he lives his life, and I'm fine with that. But you just have to see it for what it is. He sucks. See, people are saying he sucks. Yeah, that maybe he sucks. I don't think he sucks. I think that he's awesome, but I also am not looking for him to be like my compass on whether somebody's a creep or not, or whether they're good or not, or whether a team is good. When I see him talking about the Mets or whatever, or like the Knicks or something like that, obviously he's going to be biased. He was born from a puddle of primordial sludge in a basement somewhere. Like, he dripped from a pipe somewhere and like kind of formed into a whole ass human being who is like an Ethernet cable come to life. Like, he is the internet. And so you can't hate him for that. He is who he is. Primordial ooze. Why don't you push the Bree getting special treatment more? I ask the questions on the show, okay? If somebody wants to tell me something that is their perspective, or like if they don't give me the answer I want, that's not gonna make it like true, you know? Or how do I say this? Like, if I ask something if I say, Bree, do you get special treatment? And she's like, no, I don't get special treatment. It's not my job to be like, yes, you do. Yes, you get special treatment, because that would be me saying like a statement of either fact or opinion. And we established on this show earlier, my job on that show isn't to like say facts. It's to ask questions so people can present their worldview. And ideally, it's the job of the rest of the cast to say stuff, push back, balance things out, have a conversation from both sides. And when we looked at that clip, we saw Annika pushing back, Annika having her own opinion. And what we had there was two people's opinions in a therapeutic way, letting them out into the world. And so ideally, they're having those conversations without me being like, this is how I see it. This is how, that's not necessarily my job there. Here, I think it could be more my job. But on that show, I'm relying on the people on the show to actually say shit. You have to talk. You have to talk. And you could see me as I was doing it. I'm pulling my own hair out, pulling teeth out of their skulls, being like, please fucking say something. Even Tommy Smokes yesterday was like, you're being hard on me. It's like, dude, I'm not hard on you because I dislike you. I'm hard on you because I want more from you. I want people to realize that this is a reality show, that this is a reality show that reaches its ceiling when people say what they actually think. And it doesn't even have to be like manufactured drama, fake drama. I don't want that. I just want people to say what they actually think. And people are obviously and clearly stifling their own emotions, and it could be from a couple of different reasons. Does Sass have a crush on Una, Horizon Files 199? I do not believe so, no. But I could see that streak going the other way. I need the people who are on the show to just say what they think. And I think that they don't do that for maybe a couple reasons. One, because they don't want to make it awkward for other people and for themselves. I think actually a lot of it is for themselves. I think almost everything on this show is a self-serving act by the people who are on the show. I don't think that they want to look bad. I think that they get the feedback in real time. People are saying, yo, that's crazy. They'll scroll through the comments of a clip about them and they'll say, this person's acting crazy. And so they'll act in a way that they deem to be more palatable for the general consumption. I think that people are acting fake, and I think that people are acting in a way that they perceive to be like positive on the online thing. And I think that that's just the case. Rone, can we get your up-to-date ratings of the Beach House cast? Who brings the sauce? I will say this. I think that there are two straws so far that stir the drink. I think the two straws that stir the drink are Nikki Smokes and Brianna. And I say that they stir the drink because those are the people that everybody always wants to talk about. Those are the people that everybody online has opinions of. Now, unfortunately for those two people, a lot of the opinions that people have online are negative. But guess what, dude? That's what reality TV is. People are going to have negative opinions. Like, good vibes in the house only goes so far. And I was watching there was what was the show? The Biggest Loser has a show on Netflix about the making of The Biggest Loser. And one of the executives from the show was basically like, if we're watching Kumbaya moments every week on The Biggest Loser, that's not good TV. And I said, ding, 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 ding. If we're watching Kumbaya, the house getting along great every single time, that's not good TV. And the two people who I think are capable of having polarizing opinions about them and not giving that much of a fuck about those opinions being online are Nikki and Brianna. I think those two people are uniquely equipped to take the negativity that maybe the chat's like, oh, Bree gets special treatment, Bree's fake, whatever. Like, and that's you talking about the show, okay? No way, Bree is a trash can. See? Like, that's somebody talking about her in a way that is like polarizing. Like whenever people would say there's no such thing as bad art because bad art will make you have a negative opinion it's elicited some type of response, and then you're reacting to the artwork that was made. If somebody is on there and you have a negative opinion of them, that means that it's good for the show. If everybody's on there and you're like, oh, that seemed like a pretty good hang. Oh, they're playing beer pong. Like, yeah, that's fine. Watch the ratings do this if everybody's playing beer pong every time. Just my opinion. Kevin Singh says, I think the first night the allegations took things from 0 to 100 so fast, and now as a group, no one wants to make it that serious or awkward again, and they're just keeping to themselves for the mostly. And Kevin, I think that could be accurate. I think that those allegations for the show were a good thing. Obviously, you don't want to be calling anybody that. But as a watcher of the show, as somebody, I'm not like the producer of the show, but as someone who would love to be a producer of a show like this, it gives us something to fucking chew on, okay? It's the Lego on the necklace around Frank the Tank's neck, okay? It gives us something to, and that's nice. We need that as a watcher, as a viewer. We need that. So it's like, are you bold enough? Do you have enough balls to do something? You know, do you have enough balls to go on camera and say your truth without the feedback? And I think that is one of the handcuffs of this format, is when something is just being filmed, you don't see the feedback immediately. So everybody gets to be in their mind in the right, and they don't see the internet saying you're in the right or in the wrong. And the internet's not always right about it. But Dean Sharp said, take phones away for the weekend. Yeah, while I'm at it, why don't I take the pacifiers away from my 2 infant sons? Why don't I take the heroin needle away from the addict? Take the phones away from the people at the internet company? Who is going to do that? Who is going to be like, all right, everybody give me your phones? You don't understand how addicted everybody is to their phones. I think that maybe you go out. My idea was this. Group of guys go out, all 5 guys go out, all 5 girls go out. They can have one phone among them, one phone. So they could be tethered to the real world. They can see some of the feedback. They have to pass it around, but only one person can be on a phone at a time. We need more bag passes. Yes, more cocaine would be amazing for the show. I think that people are too much in their phones, but like, these are adults who aren't getting paid more to do this. You can't just be like, you're not allowed to have your phones. I'd love for that. You can see Dante constantly pushing for that. But, you know, you can't make them do that. They're adults. One satellite phone. Yeah. I love the idea of splitting the guys and girls for a night out. I love that too. I mean, I have production ideas, but again, I'm not the executive producer of the show. I'm not in charge of the show. I can't be like, we're doing this. I could make lots of suggestions to people who are on the cast, people who are, participating in the show, the other producers, but I'm not in charge. I can make suggestions to Dave or Big Cat, like, hey, we should do this. Hey, we should give Nedu, $2,000 so he can have 2 call girls on his arm when he walks in. I could say that. I could say that we should do that. And I could even try to dig in out of pocket and give him the $2,000. But I will go broke trying to get Nedu some bussy Latinas to walk in on his arm. And that would be interesting. You know, people, yeah, like, do you think the call girls would even be on camera? You know? Rone, thoughts on Danny Smokes, Total, Jackie, and Big Cat? I think Danny's stock is rising. I think so too. I think Danny's stock is definitely rising. I think Danny doesn't give that many fucks, and I respect the hell out of it. And I think that Danny is ambitious, and I like where he's going. I think Danny's been one of the best performers on the show in general for a couple reasons. One, he's had storylines both weekends, okay? Second weekend, he has the storyline with Jackie where it's like everything, you know, romance is a storyline. Like, if everybody in the house just coupled up and we have 5 couples, okay, that's storylines. We're on, you know, Love Archipelago, you know, we're on Love Peninsula. But I think that Danny also in the first weekend had a back and forth with Nikki Smokes, showing that he's not scared to have that back and forth. Now, people are more willing to have a back and forth with Nikki Smokes because they see the online perception of Nikki Smokes, and same with Brianna, is in a lot of cases negative. So they feel like they can be in the right if they go at Nikki Smokes or they go at Brianna. I would cream my boy shorts if there was some type of confrontation in the house that did not involve Nikki Smokes or Brianna. Like a real confrontation that didn't involve those two people. Because they're the crutch confrontations. In the house, everybody's leaning on them. It's like, oh, I want to go at somebody. I want to make good TV, but I only feel comfortable going at these people. If we had, a real actual confrontation between two people that aren't those people, that would be awesome. And I feel like we almost had that with Una and Ella. But people want to be, liked online too much, and people want to have this positive perception of them. And I mean, I'm leading the horses to water, and I'm damn near drowning them in it, trying to make them drink. I have the horses by the mane, and I'm fucking shoving them in the water, and they just refuse to drink. And it's like, you can lead a horse to water. You cannot make them drink. And then Danny Smokes also total Big Cat, which I thought was, again, just a bold move. And I thought that he was safe. Honestly, I didn't see that. Oh, was it a force out? I don't think it was a force out. I think he needed a tag. So I think he was safe. You got to cast a show like this. I mean, they did cast the show like this. What do you think about the text being posted and that Jackie was told it was either the text or the audio? I didn't hear that. But that's freaky as hell if they're up to her door as they're piping it up and somebody has a voice recorder, a tape boy talk recorder up to the door to get some, like, they were told that it was it. So no, I don't think that's true, that they were told it was either the text or the audio, because it's not like you're nodding yes. But, like, it's not like they ran it by somebody. Like, they made that decision unilaterally. Of course it's going to be the text, not the audio. Like, nobody was like, all right, Jackie, like, sit down. Like, we have to let you know it's going to be either the text or it's going to be the audio. No, she found out after the fact. So they unilaterally made the decision to post the text, not the audio. Maybe somebody has the audio, but the texts are a more palatable version than the audio. I totally agree with that. I mean, but on Love Island, you know what I mean? They have the camera like that, and you got to get under the sheets. You have to get... And it's live, you know what I mean? There's no production, there's no editing, there's no one making the call. And Annika times Bree times Ella three-way makeout would go mega, and that's respectfully. All right. It is 9:38 in the morning, and David B needs a cold shower. That's damn near criminally horny. Damn near criminally horny. The audio would be insane. Yeah, like, what do you... Obviously, it's better that the texts were out. It's like somebody's perception of it. And love Jackie. Such a fan of Jackie. You know what's going on. You know you're on a reality show. And nobody made you do the show, and nobody made you have sex. That's all that I will say. I would go mega too, says Cole James. Love that. Yeah, David B is gooning, says Alyssa. When a woman calls you out for gooning, you know that it's vicious. We gotta, Ian, we gotta do one of those videos. You know how they have, like, the It Girl videos where they go around the office and they're like, what's micro-threading? Or, like, we gotta do those with just, like, vicious, like, porn words, or, like, fat, like, fucking goon, like just nasty male stuff. Turn the game on its head, if you know what I mean. I still think Nikki Smokes is trying to make the show better, but no one wants to do shit. Facts. What is a taint? So, girls have taints, right? Girls have taints. Girls have taints? Do girls have taints? Wow. Do girls have taints? Taint, to me, of course, is the flap of skin between the ball sack and the butthole. The gooch. Do girls have that without? I mean, obviously there's no ball sack. Do girls have taints? Rumor has it Rone smells like Parmesan cheese. Is that going around? That would kind of be nice, honestly. Yeah, I respect the hell out of that. Goochless? Are girls goochless? Here's another one. Here's a fun fact that I've been sitting on for maybe 15 years. The lap is the only body part that only exists sometimes. The lap is the only body part that exists sometimes. Every other body part's always there, but the lap, this body area, and chat, set me straight. Is the lap the only body part that only exists sometimes? There's not always a lap there. When you sit down, the lap appears. And we also tried to coin the term quite some time ago. The pooch is like the reverse lap. So it's like this area right here, the pooch. So like the pooch is right by your gooch, but the pooch is like the reverse of your lap. It only exists when you're sitting down. It never caught on, but I tried like hell. Technically, a lap is made up of 2 thighs. Yeah, but 2 thighs standing up is not a lap. You need like the belly area right angled to make the lap. We need a true Kadic. Lap is a key part. Isn't a key part, is it? What are we saying here? Is there tension between Kadic and Rone? Not even a little bit. Kadic is my bro. He plays his part perfectly. And Tommy Smokes came on Son of a Boy Dad we recorded yesterday. It's coming out tomorrow. And he's like, every show can't have like everybody trying to create drama. There has to be a vibes guy. I was like, yes, there is a vibes guy. And his name's Kadic. He is the vibes guy. And that type of vibes guy is always going to supersede another type of vibes guy. A guy peeling off his shirt and doing pass blocking sets is always going to be better. KB and Nick got Adam Friedland. Need him on here or Boy Dad. Yeah, actually I should have him on here. He was on Boy Dad though, originally. Rone, do you wipe deodorant on your gooch? No. I have done it under my titties before though. I also think Nikki went so hard after Annika this last weekend because the allegations the first week. I don't necessarily think that's why, but I do think that he went really hard after her. And I think that we are in a shit or get off the pot type of situation with that. I'm tired of the will they, won't they. I need to know, will they or won't they. I need them to be on the same page. Horizon Fios, you really need to step outside. You're way too caught up in this. I'd say don't step outside. I'd say that this show is for people to be caught up in this. This is a safe place to talk about this. Send Sash to the shore. That would never happen. Donnie's brother seems to be the man, huh? Donnie's brother has been on multiple RoneDotCom videos. I don't know why we're acting like Donnie's brother is like this phantom creature. We've had him on here. I think that he is in finance. Like he's in the finance department, which, he's running up the numbers in finance. God, I need to get a fucking nepotism hire so bad. Damn it, dude. I need a nepotism hire. I don't have any, maybe my sons, I guess. I don't have any brothers. I need a nepotism hire so bad. Rone, did you cop a Too Raw for the Streets DVD in your youth? No, I never bought the actual DVD, but like, I know the dude who does Too Raw for the Streets, and I watch it all on YouTube, and there's a great Instagram of Too Raw for the Streets classic shit, like Chic Raw, like Vodka, obviously Reed Dollars, Joey Jihad, early Meek Mill, obviously Quilly Mills, obviously. Rip, shout out to James Polnick. Every time that he hits a fat rip, he gives us the exact, one of my favorite members of the chat. They should have gone to New Platts instead of the Jersey Shore. You know how hard it is to get a visa to New Plattston these days? Insane. Thoughts on Annika tossing Charles salad? I mean, that would make for great TV. But we would need the audio of that. Who's louder if Annika is tossing Nikki Smokes a salad? I think it's Nikki Smokes. I don't know. Sound like a dog drinking from a bowl. We need a pub crawl or something. Like, find the chicken thing where someone in the costume hides a bar and there's teams of people trying to find them, but every bar you go to, you get a drink. I don't know. I'm not positive if we need a pub crawl. I don't think that we need, like, activities. I think that we need, like, the beer games, for example, the beer Olympics did nothing for me. Did almost negative for me. Was not into that. So I don't want them doing like scavenger hunts. There's like so many other shows. Like go on Clemmer's Rat Race, presented by RoneDotCom if you want to do that. You know, go on Vibs's Beer Games if you want to do that. Go to Summer Camp and do it up there, presented by Mountain Dew. You know, can we talk about how funny Ella is? Totally agree with that. And Ella is like uniquely in her own world. She's like, "Are you married, Rone? Do you have kids, Rone?" I was like, "Yeah, I have kids," which is so great. It's like her not knowing about Dave. Like, it's so much better when people aren't fully just wrapped up in the lore. But I mean, Ella's another one that's been on RoneDotCom. I mean, we're trying to put people on. Nikki Smokes, like so much. Nikki Smokes been on RoneDotCom. Dante been on RoneDotCom. Like we had them feature for an episode. Tommy Smokes been on RoneDotCom. Hey, maybe I need to get Kadik on. Thoughts on the Danny and Dante dynamic, and do you think it would be smart to switch rooming assignments? No, that dynamic is good. Danny is uniquely equipped to give Dante a hard time. Like, Danny can, like, bust it up and, like, make fun of Dante in a way that is funny. Dante's so great. I don't think that he 100% gets that the show's better if there's drama. He just wants it to be kumbaya. But he's so great and so interesting. If Annika doesn't want to be with him, she needs to stop flirting and leading him on. Yes. That's what one of those questions that somebody sent in this past week said, that she wants to have it both ways. She's flirting and leading him on. Honestly, even better than Nikki Smokes getting with somebody, Annika getting someone. Annika doesn't want to be with Nikki Smokes, right? Well, go find love. Go find a random. Like, girls can't get randoms. All these dudes are talking to randoms. I 100% advocate for women to be able to bring home a random, or at least hot mouth with him. At least make out with him. Bosco! Pop in for a second, Rico.
Hello?
Pop in for a second.
Give me the signal to the pen.
You and I need to have a talk, but that could be that's not an on-camera talk, right?
No, that's just respect. Yeah, picking your brain.
Yeah, we'll pick brain. So we're going through Beach House. I need to know your opinions on it so far. Like, who's performing, who's not performing.
I wouldn't say anybody's not performing. I do think it's.
It got stale last week.
I do think the people doubting it, like I don't want to watch it in real. Like everybody's picking it up in real time.
Oh, people were 100% wrong on that.
The format they're definitely wrong with that.
I was just saying that Annika, I'd love to see Annika go and find a rando.
Yeah, but that's a tough look. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a hard thing to
as a girl
see yourself do. No, yeah, and then listen, you can do whatever you want, out in the cities and stuff like that. Not everybody's gonna know about it. To do it on camera, definitely and now it's documented and you're off and running and it's comments and it's whatever. It's just it's an
unfair double standard for women.
For sure, yeah, it makes it difficult.
Because Tommy, Nikki, they can scoop a random, no problem.
And it's celebrated, yeah, for sure.
Celebrated.
That's what it is. I mean, listen, there's definitely a ton of girls down there looking for guys.
But there's also girls.
But not all of them are getting them fucking documented. You know what I mean? Across 9 social platforms, and it's so I get it. I mean, it's would you want everybody to know everybody you were dancing and romancing with?
But I wouldn't sign up for the show.
Fair enough.
I would never sign up for the show. I would never sign up for the show.
You're right. I guess it goes with both. You're right. Yeah, if you're gonna be a part of that, that's kind of how it rolls. So
I'm just saying, I'm kind of tired of the will they, won't they for Nikki and Annika. It's either like I want them two to be together this weekend, or I want them to both have somebody else.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
The dance is getting old.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it from both sides, also it's like, yeah, it's like we like each other, and for sure there's that like, you never close the door on like getting back, but it's also kind of like a little bit of a new lease on life. Like, hey, we're both going down the shore. Like, what do you expect me to? You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
I'm getting thrown into the fucking meat market. Like, I'm gonna come away with a few pork chops. You know, like it's how it works.
You know who else I'm rooting for? As just like a kiss. Ella and Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's got a thing for blondes. I said he's got more blondes than an Eminem video.
I know. I brought
like that?
Yeah, I used
with
that.
the famous TRL.
I credited you. I credited you.
Yeah,
I
for
credited
sure.
you. I said it's Bosco's
So
line.
yeah, Tommy's doing well.
Like, she's blonde, right? Or is that light brown, or is that blonde? You consider Ella a blonde?
Yeah, she's a blonde.
She's a blonde. So I think that
would
would
think so.
work.
Yeah, she's a
And
blonde.
I think that she doesn't. She already said like Kadek's not necessarily her type, and she kind of said Tommy is her type. Like just a kiss, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was saying too. I do think like a ton of the interactions we do with people at Barstool is like the randoms. You know what I mean? Like those gambling streams in Chicago when that guy came in and Dan was like, I think that guy's like good vibes. And then immediately he's like, I'm on Arkansas. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
get him out.
Chairs out of
And like Dave's pizza reviews, like some of the most famous ones are
Yes.
just like whatever. So like we all do. You like
100%.
You bring people in 100%, like callers, whatever, everything. Everybody's a fucking character. So like I was very excited if girls did bring guys back or guys brought girls back. You don't want them to be like obvious of like oh, I'm dying to get on camera and this is my shot at Barstool, like I'm gonna get hired. But like if they were organically characters, which there are characters down the Jersey Shore, it only adds to the element of like the funniness.
Yeah, the people
You know
who
what I mean?
want it
Like,
too bad, that is messed up. I don't even want to give people credit because there's been people online who are trying.
Oh, he's the worst.
trying to
The
do
worst.
all
I
that.
tried to avoid that. It comes up on my TikTok.
I asked Mike about it. Mike's like, oh, the guy who lives on XYZ Street, he's like, he knows his exact address, and he's like, he's on his ass. Like, that dude
Yeah,
sucks
it's
ass.
the worst.
But
But those, like, if a girl comes home with Tommy or whatever, and then she starts breaking Kadek's balls, or like Tommy
Yes.
gets a little spotty with Ella, like that's now, it adds to the element. And then you start, like I've seen people down the shore, you know, like you start whatever. They take care of each other on a Friday night, and then the next week, like that's kind of how it is. You both go down. You don't really talk during the week because you're both from whatever. Maybe you go on a date or whatever, and then like that Friday, like that's how it is. Like, all right, where are you going? We meet together, and now you're kind of like dancing and romancing.
that's
as
how
it goes,
husbands
you know?
and wives meet.
Yeah, I know.
That's
So-
how I've been to probably 5 weddings where like the speech is like, and like who can forget the like weekends down the shore? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody is
exactly.
like that. That's where
I know
people-
buddies who, yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, right, and then right away, it's how it works.
because it's ripe for that. And so what town were you in when you were down there?
So I got a little shit when I wrote like the keys to the Shore House thing. I worked in sports, so the way the minor league baseball schedule came out, like right as I was working right after college, it was you were home for a Friday night game, home for a Saturday night game, away for Sunday. So like you lost Friday, Saturday. Or the other way around, it was like off Friday, Saturday, but home Sunday. So like that Saturday night, it's like, well, I got to be back early for Sunday. So you're working a lot of weekends, long story short. Then you hit a little bit older, you started mixing in weddings. I was working for the Jets. August kind of is a throwaway. There's different practices on the weekends. So whatever. So I can never commit to the full 15 weekends. So I was a guest appearance like all-star.
Right.
So to speak.
And that's why you were a big proponent of the Sunday. You're like, Sunday's a big day. Like,
Sunday's a huge day, yeah. So Belmar was the first run where a bunch of my buddies, and they're getting mad because I'm only shouting out a few of them in the blogs and the things. They're like, oh, why is this guy? So Donnie Damage, Big Frank Knapp, Primo, Paul Don't Nudge Me Bro, trying to think of who else I'm leaving out. Petey Mullins. So they all get their shout outs. Simo, they all get their shout outs, okay?
Shout out Paul, don't nudge me, bro.
Yeah, Don't Nudge Me Bro. Belmar.
Yeah.
And then towards like the tail end, those guys got like kind of phased out. They were still going here and there. But then my brother is 2 years younger than me. He started to get in, and they were Manasquan. So long story short, Belmar and Manasquan.
I'm South Jersey, so I've never have been up to that. Those shore points are beautiful, though.
Oh, yes. I mean, Spring Lake is unbelievable.
And there's some like nice houses like back there. Is it all residential, or I mean, is it anybody full year, or is it all like vacation homes for the most part?
I think there's some people full year, like so to speak, but it's a rarity. A lot of them are summer homes. There's definitely people year round.
That's the dream. Can I pivot and ask you another question you don't have to answer? Are you going to be doing anything with the Fox Sports 1 show?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
I know people are like, oh, for the last 10 years you've been counting beans and this and that. It's shout out Primo's mom, Ro. You get what you get. You don't get upset.
Right.
So like, listen, there's a big batting order here in terms of like talent. Guys who've been on radio a long time. Guys who are good on TV. Guys who know sports. So like, if you can work your way into that batting order and they give you a couple of bats, great. If you're waiting, great too. Like that's also the part of.
Yeah, but you're a
I know.
3, 4, 5 hole hitter, though. You know what I mean?
That's nice of you to say.
Well,
we got a loaded lineup.
But I'm saying we know that Dave and Dan are going to be in that lineup, and so it's like you hit before behind Dave or Dan. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah, it'd be great. That'd be great to get called up. But we have a very deep lineup now with Jason fucking Williams in it. Like white chocolate is a coworker.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable. I hope he fucking loves talking ball, the ins and outs of. Different shit. Imagine he's a set guy. We become like best friends.
He's got, but I mean,
home run, dude.
I could see him being a set guy, but I could also see him being like just freewheeling offense. He's such a creative player that
he's like, I'm gonna go buy my guy, and then that's gonna open up a layup. I don't need you fucking 3 rescreens and whatever. Like, I'm gonna go buy this guy. I'm gonna dish it to Weber, and he's gonna dunk it, and we're gonna be okay. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm rooting for you to be on that show. I don't know how often or exactly what the ins and outs are, but it would be awesome if you were a part of it, regardless, because the dynamic would be sick. And even, I mean, your dad was on Large's show. For a guy like your dad, for my parents, seeing like a kid on TV is a different thing and more stable and gratifying for them than being like, oh, he does the internet podcast thing. It's like, oh, TV. It makes more sense to them.
Yeah, I do think the way it's kind of transitioned, TV is always a mainstay. Like, there's older people who definitely still watch TV, but some of the stuff I do think for years, they would look at Dave and Dan and be like, well, yeah, you're like, it's internet. It's internet. It's never going to get as big as TV. Like, some of our shit obviously has, the way the media has now, people consume YouTube like they do TV.
Yes.
As well, But yeah, I mean, now you get a new demographic of people who do wake up in the morning, drink coffee, and turn on TV and their sports show. You know what I mean? So we're going to hit everybody. We've already hit our core audience. We could hit everybody else.
Yeah, having a combination of the people who are coming for the Barstool stuff and people who are just automatically going to Fox Sports 1 and just having to be great programming is, I think, a big win across the board.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I do imagine being on TV, we have better access to rights in terms of
highlights,
reacting to clips and highlights for sure. Yeah, we don't have Clem doing fucking reenacting Bartolo Colon. Yeah.
Dave as the LeBron and the
exactly.
The
so I would imagine you can kind of freeze some stuff or look or show whatever. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot with that.
Love it.
I do have a question for you.
Hit me.
Labor Day weekend, is the plan for them to go 5 for 5 and you do that show on Tuesday?
I don't think so, bro.
Okay.
You think?
I'm just asking.
They were dead on Sunday. They don't have it in the tank.
Okay, but it is Labor Day. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I totally agree.
You want to see the diehards of the diehards, man. You go to the Survivor party on Monday night.
Oh my
when
God.
Everybody else is moving shit out. You go to it's
catching like the September vibe down the shore, and I'm sure it's great if you're there all year and you're waiting for these whatever Shoobies or Bennies for you guys to get the fuck out of here. Like, it's probably amazing, but it's got to be creatures though.
Oh yeah, that Monday night is fucking unbelievable. It's an awesome night though. It's just like it's the you talk about emptying the tank, dude.
Yeah, maybe they pace themselves. I think that would be great. I would do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, but they've hit a bunch of different spots. It seems like they like Osprey the most.
I think Osprey likes that the most too.
Yeah, I think people you find your spot. Yeah, I think they're starting to get a little bit of dynamics of in the house, which they're learning in terms of a shore house.
Yeah.
Of who takes the bathroom, when do you shower, you didn't clean up,
I'm in, I'm out. Yeah, nobody was cleaning up.
Yeah, so there's elements of that, but Yeah, I think everybody's doing great.
I wonder how they got that house. Like
I'm holding big futures on Kadick. I might start unloading them for profit. Knowing like maybe he does fuck up, but I still come out on top. Because the first thing he did was that video where it was like, yeah, this is my attitude, like I'm bringing the locker room in. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Wrote the blog. I was like, he's gonna be awesome. Like that's the great attitude. And when you look at like, it's great he's on it, but I don't know if he knew enough to apply. Like if he didn't apply, it would have made sense. Like you don't know his relationship status. He's from the Midwest. Like he's new. He might not want to like ruffle like when he went in, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. You know, I didn't expect him to be on, but like that's awesome. So yeah, I'm holding Kadick futures. I do think Nikki Smokes plays the villain fucking great.
Yeah, you need that. Like you need people to be. We need the moral high ground as the viewer
I think
to be like, he sucks.
Yeah, I think all the girls like give it and take it. So you know, in terms of breaking chops, I think they're in the mix.
I could use more. I could use
more.
That's
fine.
I
Yeah,
could use more. I think that they're not being 100% honest with their feelings. That's what I was saying earlier. I wanted to see them like mix it up, give each other a bit of a hard time, a little bit more. You know, if they dislike someone or dislike what someone has done, it's better for the show if they say
agreed.
it out loud.
Yeah, agreed. But it's. I mean, they're not fucking. They don't have the personality of a wet mop. You've been there where you go into groups of friends and you're like, it's like pulling teeth
no duds
to get them to talk. Yeah, it's brutal. So no, they've been good.
We'll be watching.
Tommy's obviously a character, and then who am I missing?
Too. I need more. I need Dante.
I want Dante to get a little more reckless.
Yeah. You think he has it in him?
I'd like to see him like channel his Aaron Rodgers. And like, yeah, I'm 42, but like, I could still throw at 90. I could still get us to an NFC. You know what I mean? Like,
and I like believe in aliens and stuff like that.
What?
And I believe.
Yeah, I believe in aliens,
like
but
both
like
sides of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, like all right, I'm gonna go.
I'm a starting QB, but also like I take ayahuasca and like think that there's like whatever fluoride causes cancer or something.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, like 42. You know, like old. Like like he can't do it. He can't hang with the young guys. And then next thing you know.
Comeback player of the year.
25-year-old, like, love you, Dante, dancing and romancing down the boardwalk.
And I don't think that's creepy, dude. If everybody's an adult, I don't think it's creepy. Wait, let me see if I can fuck with this mic.
Why? What did I do?
No, you didn't do anything. But it's just, I don't know if it's just like
that's
touching the wire. Yeah. Check. Talking to it again.
Yeah, better?
Better?
All right. What was it? Audio messed up? Or it just wasn't
the
high?
wire was just like a little bit like crackly.
But yeah, that's what Tommy Cheeseball said before he became problematic. It was like everybody's down here to dance. You know what I mean? Like everybody's down there to have fun. So like that, you're in the mix. You know.
My favorite Tommy Cheeseball's quote was when he eats the ant off the wall. He's like,
fly.
The fly.
Catches the fly.
He's like, tell your friends I hate you.
Yeah, it's hard for me to go back and watch that now, knowing like
that he's a Nazi.
Yeah, and he was anti-Rico. He did a cameo anti-Rico. Yeah, which is like that's tough to watch.
Speaking of anti-Rico, what do you think about the guy that's going to be down there this weekend?
We'll see. It could. I will say this: if your whole shtick is like, oh, I clean up at bars, I definitely get laid, all this and that, like,
put up our shot.
Lights are on. Yeah, you gotta deliver. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's
could be. You know, if you say you got the cards. And then I call, and it's like, now it's time to show, and then you get exposed with a bluff.
But he has
that could be hard to eat, too.
He has the built-in, he likes black and Latina women. And
there's always an excuse. You know what I mean? So, like...
Well, I said that we should, I was saying if I was a producer for the show, I'd give him $2,000 so he could walk in with, like, two, you know what I mean, some arm candy, like, you know what I mean? Some local, like an Atlantic City escort comes up for the...
Yeah.
Just for, like, for the optics of it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the first time from what I'm told. I think my guy Barry was mentioning some things at prom, but we'll see.
I mean, I'd love to have you down there, too, but you're going to be where this weekend?
Saratoga.
What's good there? What are you doing up there?
Travers.
Travers.
So we're doing the live show, which is awesome. Yeah, we bring in different characters. You know, I would imagine Rapoli's on. Last year we made that bet. I beat him on St. John's. This year I should have said last year he's got to give me Alabama tickets if they play, knowing that they were working on that series. So I got to hound Rapoli. It's always good to see Elio.
The best.
Yeah, so it should be a blast. It's just an awesome day. There's a ton of people up there that you wouldn't expect.
Maybe we get you down for like the last weekend.
I was thinking, but that runs into college football. So I looked at Friday. Doesn't look necessarily of Labor Day. Doesn't necessarily look like
Big
most
slate.
loaded. So we'll see. But
It's like a quick, just like showing face. I think it would feed families. I think that the people down there would be fired up.
yeah, it's tough to go second though.
I know.
So if he shall not be named does show, it's like, but
yeah, we'll see. Well, the good thing is you don't have to make a decision right now.
right. But no, I think it's been great. I think they just keep running it back. Fucking.
I know. Or like, is there more people? Can we start hiring people based on that? I mean, I think Nicky Smoke saved his job.
He's been a fucking character with this.
He's been
but
the character.
But you're right though. He's got to kind of go, like, all right, we danced around it for like 2 weeks. I still like you, but there's got to be some kind of conversation.
She won't give it up. Not give it up, but like she won't like she she won't she won't.
Yeah, well, when you guys cut this clip right down the middle, you could crop me the fuck out. That's this guy right here.
She won't give him the time of day.
Right, so I think you have to be like, all right, we're in or out, and then whatever, and it goes, and then he can like respectfully be like, all right, if you told me it's over, it's over. Like, here we go. Like now I'm going into the bars and I'm gonna play the villain and I'm hanging and banging. Like, because I got the blessing to go,
What about your guy Meek?
Yeah, there's guys behind the camera that are never gonna be always behind the camera.
Yeah.
He's gonna work.
He always leaks on the screen.
Yeah.
Dave loves him too much.
I know. So yeah, a little part of me was like, ooh, he might. He loves watching guys go through the ringer, and it's like, oh, now it might be your time to go through the ringer. Shoes on the other foot.
Right.
It might be a little hard for you, but he escaped right away because he's untouchable.
He really is. Well, he just he has that Stephen Che doesn't take damage type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the last time, like I really blew up on him. Like he just asked me why I wasn't where I was yet. But it does it in a way that, like...
He's a troll.
Yeah, and he also seems to have a fucking perplex or just a way to nail, like, when you've already had a bad day.
Yeah, he's
so, like, that day, like, I woke up, dropped off some people I had to drop off, ran to Target. They didn't have the fucking fanny pack. I got to buy a women's fanny pack. I'm grabbing snacks. I already packed, so then I got to squeeze the snacks into the fucking... suitcase. I got to get a haircut because it is the pumps party. Like, so I'm rushing with that. Then you got to take public transportation. The public transportation breaks down. You're kind of racing here. You know the time you got to get on the bus. So all that is on your shoulders, and you're just looking to grab a fucking blanket. And he's like, why aren't you on the bus? And like, here we go. That's the rage.
He's a blood in the water guy.
Yeah, you didn't see the 15 paper cuts that led up to me bleeding out, Right. So that's what it was.
He's big time blood in the water.
Yeah.
Well, you're the man, brother.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, please come in. And yeah, we got to chop it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast
out there. Yeah, you're the man.
I'm kind of jealous of these guys too. Like Gaz was saying too. He's like, yeah, I mean, imagine fucking limo from the airport down to a place, drink, beautiful house, like unheard of 15 years ago. But I said to Gaz, I'm like, that's part of it, man. Like, you guys leave the place in a better spot than you walked in.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, Gaz worked, and they all worked all these fucking hours so that down the road, this is what the company is. We're not fighting to keep the lights on. We're a fucking conglomerate.
Right.
So it's like college. My buddies used to get mad, like, oh, look at these beautiful dorms. Like, why didn't they have this and we here? I'm like, bro, that's how college should go. You don't want it to close. Like, just it's supposed to get
standing on the
supposed
shoulders.
to get better. Yeah, exactly.
Gaz fucked for 20 years.
Exactly.
So Tommy can go fuck now.
Exactly.
It's Tommy's turn. It's Tommy's turn.
Exactly.
To be able to slide in there.
Exactly. So, all right, yeah, you're doing a great job hosting. Hopefully, there's a little more drama to.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to pull it out of them.
Exactly. So we'll see.
All right,
Nicky, go full villain.
Yeah, right. Honestly, it would be great. Shout out to Rico. What an absolute day. Have a good day, Rico. They're saying. The biggest fumble of the show will be Gaz not making an appearance. Gaz plus Dante need to show how the Bash Bros throw down. Yeah, like, I get that. Like, I feel that for sure. But, like, Gaz is also a dude who's, like, smart enough and calculating enough that he's not going to give up his playbook on camera. You're going to need the Connor Stallions in there and, like, film his playbook from behind him. Nicky needs to go full Ronnie in Miami. I don't even know what that means. Alcohol consumption is at an all-time low. I see that that's the case, like, nationwide. It's not the case in the house. They're getting destroyed. They're not talented enough to make a good show. Rone is literally giving them the playbook. I mean, it has nothing to do with talent or not talent. It has 100% to do with your willingness to say what's on your mind despite what other people say about you. That's what this show is about. And that's what, like, people either have or don't have. Call Nicky Rone and see what he says. Jesus Christ. Trey deck. Shout out to Blazy Trey. Rone's the actual GOAT. Big love from the Blazy fam. Shout out to Blazy Trey. Absolute love. Go get some, go drop a bag with Blazy Trey ASAP. What an absolute stud. Such a nice thing to say. I don't even know if it's true, but such a nice thing to say. Rone, had the producers drink/party for a night too. See what comes of it. How's that going to work? Who's going to film them? I do feel for the producers because, god damn, dude. They're grinding the entire time, sober, filming from 1 foot away. Need more from Tommy, but the guy that's supposed to be recording him is getting drunk instead of doing his job. I mean, at least of that duo, at least somebody put out some content, you know? Tommy's content was like, I brought back a girl who won't be on camera. Just saying. Shout out to Trey. Rone is the hardest working man in show business. Not true, but that's very nice of you to say. I've never worked a day in my life because, you know, I enjoy what I do. I truly enjoy what I do. What producer do you think has the toughest job so far? I don't know. I think that they're all working equally hard. I think that they're all grinding their asses off. I think that Peyton and Hannah specifically are grinding their asses off. Can we get a Rone appearance this weekend? Why, yes, you can. Because Pop Punk is playing on Friday down the shore. I will be in the building on Friday down the shore. I mean, I'm going to be on stage singing, you know. Rone, what was your first job? What is it, a jahab? J-H-O-B? What is that, like a Arab garb? My first jahab. I mowed lawns in my neighborhood when I was like 14. I took flyers around to all my houses in the neighborhood and mowed people's lawns. Babysat, delivery drove, camp counselor, that type of shit. Did your wife share any thoughts on the show? I mean, I think she's interested in it. But I don't think that she has like specific thoughts. I think that I'll try to like kind of explain, because without you knowing everything, like I was trying to explain it to my friends, like, oh, this guy's Nicky Smokes used to be dating this person. Rone, are you going to party with them after the Pop Punk show? Almost certainly not. Almost certainly not. I want them to have fun, but like, do you see Andy Cohen going to Southern Charm? You see Andy Cohen going to Tom Tom and having drinks with the cast? No. It removes his ability to be an objective observer of everything. I don't want that to be clouded. It's clouded enough knowing that I work with all these people. Will someone call out Una for constantly telling two sides of her stories? I mean, it's how exactly do you do that? I think that there has been some kind of cases about that, but like how exactly? Oh, there goes Una right now. Should we ask her? Una, grab her real quick. Andy would be so proud. I don't know if he would. Anyone see Ebony and that banana? Yeah, I'll ask Una right now. I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Una, hello.
What up?
How's it going?
Good, I just took an amazing shit, so I feel good.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, that was kind
It could have been a pee.
I know, I thought it was a pee too, but it went pretty fast.
The chat said that can we call out Una for telling two sides, or for like telling two sides to every story?
Yeah, I don't do that, but I mean, I appreciate the people being concerned and curious about it.
Why do you think they think that?
Because there's one misunderstanding on the first weekend that got figured out, and then this weekend was kind of just like people made drama out of nothing because there wasn't much else, which I understand.
People do want drama.
No, I know, and I'm like sorry this weekend was kind of boring, but I think everyone there had fun, so it's a bit of a paradox.
Yeah, well, good for the 8 people who are there, but bad for the
Yeah.
million people watching.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, what do they want us to do? Like,
I think that say the true emotions that you're feeling. I think it would be the main thing.
yeah, I'm someone who gets over stuff pretty fast, and like I don't really want to dwell on anything unless it's like a massive deal. And for me, there hasn't been anything that's like really even a big deal.
What would be like a
even a
massive
small deal? If someone like hit me or something, that would probably be a big deal. Just thinking off the top of my head.
Like a man or a woman? Either.
Man would be a big deal. It'd probably be a big deal if a woman hit me too, I guess.
Okay, so you will take a firm stance if you are physically assaulted.
Yeah,
But outside of that, it's probably good vibes, live and let live.
I hope so. I know the people don't hope so. I hope so though.
Why? Why do you hope so?
Because I liked having fun, and I wish people just liked watching us have fun, but I know it gets boring to see us.
I think that in
Keg stands
some
all
ways,
day.
and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like you're new to Barstool and you
Right.
don't want to ruffle feathers.
Yeah, that's 100% true, but it's also like we've only had 2 weekends. If there's some reason where I feel like I really need to like ruffle feathers, it's not going to be about ruffling feathers. It's just going to be about saying how I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my only ask of you is just you say how you feel and you
Yeah.
stand up for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do that. It definitely is scary though, like
Why?
because I am new at Barstool and I don't have a job yet and all that stuff. But I also like I'll stand up for myself. I went on the Yak to talk to Francis a few months ago. Like I'll definitely do
Yeah,
stuff
I thought
like
that was great.
Yeah.
Was Kevin? Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not going to ask that. It's an inappropriate question that someone. Yeah, we won't ask that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to give you a hard time and say something like that. I want you to feel comfortable coming onto a show like this. And
Yeah,
talking
I do.
about it.
I do.
So you don't feel comfortable necessarily because you're not locked in at a job at Barstool. When do interns and everything find out about that? Because I saw that Hoopify didn't get a job.
I think it's like super different for everyone. Like some people have gone extended through the year. A lot of people going back to school. Like I guess a couple. I think only one that I can think of as a full-time job got full-time here because spot opened up. So I think it depends a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not too.
When do you find out?
I don't know.
Okay. How's it been seeing yourself on camera?
I haven't been watching. I did the first weekend and I regretted it. So I think the more I see myself on camera, the more I'm going to get in my head about how I'm acting, and I don't want to act any certain way for the camera, which is why I stopped watching, and it's been awesome.
Everybody is saying tell them to get rid of their phones. Don't bring their phones out. And I'm like, they're adults. Like you can't like take their phones.
I did actually I didn't have, but Tara got these things called, this is not sponsored, and I haven't used it yet, so I can't say if it's good, but have you heard of like a brick? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Yeah, we got those, and then no one used them. We kind of just forgot. But we have those, and I might try to institute that this weekend.
One person says, "Ooh nah, what's my name? Ooh nah nah."
Oh, Unana. Yeah, I've heard that one
like
before.
Like the song.
I've heard that a couple times. And yeah.
She's heard that one. One thing that I would like to happen this weekend is Ella and Tommy.
I could kind of see that. I kind of like that idea. I mean, but I also think Tommy's whole thing is going out and talking to random blondes, and like I don't know, that might put a damper on that whole vibe. But
That's only been his thing for 2 weeks.
That's true. I do like. Yeah, I could see Ella and
You
Tommy.
think she's a blonde? Does she count as a
I
blonde?
don't know.
That's
I
what
think
was trying to
yes.
figure out.
I think she does.
Okay.
I think she does.
Okay, then it makes sense.
Yeah, 31 probably.
What do you hope to happen this weekend?
I'm really excited for the pop punk concert.
That'll be fun.
That's gonna be sick, and then I hope I get more tan. I hope something exciting happens. I hope Dante keeps doing his thing.
My only ask is just be true to yourself and be
Yeah.
honest. When you feel something about someone or about something someone's done, don't be afraid to say it. It
Yeah.
doesn't define your guys' relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't define how people will see you online.
Yeah.
Everything is fleeting. So even if you see someone for a long time or a short time feeling some type of way about you,
Yeah.
doesn't mind.
Also-
Being bold
yeah.
will make it great.
I'll also say the recaps, the timing of it's tough because I'm so hungover. Even if someone did hit me, I might just not have the energy to say anything because I'm so hungover on the recap.
I
So
know, that's
that
tough
is the tough
timing.
part. But I get it. I get why it's at that time, and yeah,
Everybody has to go back and stuff
know,
like that.
I
I would have
know.
done them at a different time. I wanted to do them in New
no,
York.
it's good.
but
I
it'd
don't
be
think
tough
it's
to-
yeah. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, I'm rooting for you to have a fun time this weekend, but to also make good television.
Thanks, Rone. I'll try to do both. I hope it's possible.
Love it. I think it is. I 100% think it is.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll do my best. Say hi to Travie for me.
I'll say hi to Travie McCoy for you.
Thank you.
Ella was top 7 too many times as a child, poor girl. Huh, I don't know what that means. Ian Barrett said we just saw a dude eat 500. Rone just saw a dude eat 500 oysters. Would you? No. What the fuck? Isn't like a certain percent of oysters like toxic or something, or poison or some shit like that? Are you concerned about the birds' that lack of depth at safety? I don't think that's as much of a problem as their lack of depth at cornerback number 2. We're still not getting the full story. Okay. Let's critique me right here. If we're not getting the full story, and you're convinced, David B., that we're not getting the full story, coach me up right now. What questions should I have asked right there that would have gotten us the full story? Una taking Jackie's spot when Jackie moves to Chicago? That'd be funny. I don't see it, but that would be funny. The mercury levels. Bry is the worst. Thoughts on making money's going to the shore house? That'd be awesome. I don't think it's on you, brother. Well, yeah, I mean, so yeah, exactly. So it's like if we're just getting two sides of the story, gotta ask that question. No, that's inappropriate. She's just immature. I mean, I don't know. It's like immature or like green, I think is more of a better word than immature. I don't think Rone can do anymore. Yeah, he's a dog. Keely Ringo isn't cutting it. Yeah, he's not. Would you say that sending a picture and then deleting it is two sides of, hence the opinion of the, would you say that sending a picture and then deleting it is two sides, hence the opinion of the fans? I don't even understand that question. I'm reading it twice. Dive into her relationship with Francis. Rone and Uno, what do you think the chances of Janny lasting after the beach house? Me and my fiance want it to happen. I would love that to happen. I think that would be great if that happened. I don't know if it will logistically be able to happen without one of them moving. That being said, there are couples who have long-distance relationships between these two offices, specifically TJ and Gia. Specifically, TJ and Gia. She could never be a lawyer. Maybe. Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. What up, Oprah? I love when he says, what up, Oprah, like that. It's so sick. Do we feel like we have this mic fixed? I feel like it was more just like when Rico was touching the wire. My wedding is September 13th. Could you come? I don't think so. That's probably not. Should we bang out a couple clips before that? Is there anything that you saw in here that you like, Tyler? I think that there was some fun stuff on there, maybe. Katie needs to invite Deutsch. Deutsch is invited. Oh, PHX. Of course, shout out to PHX. PHX the first drink that combines everything that I need in one can. It's not your typical energy drink. What the helly? Gives me natural energy from green tea instead of artificial caffeine garbage with 0 sugar and 100% daily value of 8 essential vitamins for immunity. There's literally nothing else on the market that delivers this type of complete functionality. Is this true? No jitters, no crash, just sustained performance whenever it matters the most. I wish I had one in my hand right now. Good God. A PHX. Ka-ching. The flavors are amazing. The energy is clean and pure. No crash, no come down. Just watermelon and lime. Two things that on their own I'm not crazy about, but when you put them together into a drink, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm transported. I feel like I'm absolutely zooming whenever I have this. The best. Get Phoenix and fuel your hustle the complete way. Shop on drinkphoenix.com. You got to get this. It is so good. Let me take a sip. You'll be able to tell by my face. Oh my gosh. So good. Someone put in an order of the Phoenix today on my HP shit. You know the Dell. Oh, Harry Potter, Dell Computers, Hewlett Packard, HP, order the Phoenix. It's so woven into each other that it's hard to separate when one starts and the other one ends. 6 minutes, I'm sorry. We have Travie McCoy coming in here. Super exciting stuff. One of my heroes. Ask Travie if he's watching Beach House. I want it to be a good interview. Come on, man. I want it to be a good conversation. Bro, you guys ever watch 85 South Show? They're the funniest bros of all time. Of all time. I would have loved to have been able to get them hired at Barstool. They're way too big, though. They do, like, stadium tours, and it's just... And I think they just go and fuck around the entire time. There's a little freestyle from them. Shout out to Carlos Miller.
Can't see, cock-eyed, small face, long lips, crooked hips, stupid toes, no one knows, big nose, big ears, motherfucker look weird for like years. Nigga had the long legs, the small shins, even had a big face with double chins, even had an elbow where his motherfucking back supposed to be. I don't even want a nigga like that sitting close to me, close to me, close to me, close to me. I'm where I'm supposed to be, supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Bitches wanna sit beside me, but I told that bitch to move. While she sitting over here, she be smelling like an old dude. I just told my mama write it down, then send it back. And I had a daddy who was snorting on them cocaine pack. And my sister went to Walmart and she got caught stealing. And my little brother in jail did a lot of killing. And my uncle still on the pipe, he be stealing at night. And my auntie selling pussy, she said everything alright. And my uncle, he be going to church, but he don't like to pray. And my auntie got a house, but she don't let nobody stay. And my other brother, he's a crazy motherfucker. I was chilling with my auntie and my grandma little brother and my uncle, and he just had surgery on his neck. And my cousin in the back room.
Bro, it's such a skill to be able to freestyle that seamlessly with new ideas, but then you layer on top of it that he's being funny the entire time. Oh my God, dude. It's so good. It's so funny. Those dudes are just hilarious. They did like an impressions of Wallow and Gilly at their Philly show. It tickled my heartstrings. It really tickled my heartstrings, 100%. It was fantastic. Should I get 1 minute? Or we got more? Or should I get? Yeah, we got more. I was gonna get 1 minute of Sparky. This is Memphis. I'm pretty sure this is Memphis.
I ain't gonna go all down there. Swim, Lou! Swim, Lou!
Swim, Lou!
Lou, swim! Get the fuck up out that shit! That man just went crazy.
Bro, why? They're like not even like worried about.
Man just did that shit, fool.
I would legitimately be worried about him dying, but I guess they're not worried about it. I guess he's just good. Ian, you grab Sparky real quick.
That man just did that shit, fool. For the 500. Stop playing with that man.
For the 500 in the Grizzlies hoodie too. Unbelievable. Sparky, come on in here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Just talk for 1 minute. Give him a song for 1 minute. 1 minute, all right?
Got you, baby. Check it out, y'all. I did the dance, girl. Things ain't right. I did the dance. A part of you, a part of your life. I did the dance up and down. Copy, give me a minute.
Sing, nigga, sing.
I did the dance. All I wanna do is hold your hand. I did the dance. I am that little old man. Mm-hmm. Take you down in life. I'm gonna get it right. Mm-hmm, girl, I wanna hold you so tight. I did the dance. All I wanna do is hold your hand. I did the dance. Spark is just a little old man. Mm-hmm. A little old man. Mm-hmm. I wanna take you around the world tonight. I did the dance. Spark is just a little old man.
Something else, Sparky. You talk about some titties. Talk about some butt. Come on, sing that shit with your chest. Sing it with your chest.
I'm stuck.
I know you're stuck. That's what you got titties, nigga. Rone trying to make you rich.
Yo.
Put you on. You're fucking up. Get on that shit.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yo.
Sorry, daddy.
You think she coming?
What?
She messing with me.
Yeah, she keeps messing with you. Thank you, bro. That was amazing, dude. Thank you for your time. Yo, you're the man, bro. Thank you so much for your time. I got another guest coming in.
Where you coming?
He's right out there, bro. Wow, shout out to Sparky. As he walks in. Shout out to Sparky. Wow, that was amazing. What did he say? What did he say?
I didn't get a chance. She messing with me.
You didn't get a chance. That was your big chance, bro. What do you mean you didn't get a chance, bro? He did the dance. He did the dance and he got the chance, bro. Wow. Unbelievable. Sparky standing in the back. He hit the dance. Yeah. Get the Phoenix, bro. Get the Phoenix for sure. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. He solved the crisis in the Middle East. There's no doubt. What do I look up for the video of the bro floating down the river? I don't even know. I don't even know how it came across my desk. Memphis? I could do a whole show on Memphis, dude. I literally can't get enough of Memphis. 100%. Legend.
What do you mean?
Come on, bro. How are you, bro?
Man, you.
Don't gas me. Don't gas me.
I'm not gonna gas you.
Don't gas me, bro.
But I will say, when I saw that battle you did when you said, what was the line? What was the bar?
Wait. We got the bar. We had the bar. Hold on. We can pull it up right now.
I was like,
bro.
I've made it.
Yeah, no, bro. You've been
Stop
made
playing
it,
with
bro.
me before I train you to a song, Rone.
No, bro. You have. Wait. We have it right here. So it was a compliment battle, and excuse the screenshot of my posture right there is insane, bro. I look like a right angle.
I used to see for that.
The hump, the tech neck,
bro. You don't see this shit. But to my defense, I started tattooing when I was 14. So I spent years like this, you know what I mean? And my posture got
mine is
jank.
so fucked. I do stretches to try and get my shit right. But
matter of fact, I'm gonna pretend like I have good posture. Yeah, you look like me.
I need to engage my core. That's so insane. Whenever you see like a still shot of it.
But when you're aware of it, you know what I mean? You start.
Yeah. I start popping up, and people think I have good posture, but I really it looks like that so much of the time.
You gotta do the ballerina thing. You gotta pretend like this.
String at the top of the head, stretch out. Like I need to be engaging my transverse abdominis.
Poke your titties out, bro.
Yeah, I need the chest out. Dude, tits out for the boys. But yeah, this is let's hit this clip one time. This is from a compliment.
Hey Matt, watch this shit. It's crazy.
The world's greatest gym teacher. Playing dodgeball, it's catch and destroy. He'll raise up like Brad Pitt when they cast him in Troy. The kids love it. You can't even feel bad for the boys because he's a hero in that gym class like Travie McCoy.
When I saw that, I was like, well, let me say this first. Let me give you a
right.
And I've been a fan. So I started watching. I started watching battles of Smack DVDs, like
of course
back in the Party Artie, our Party Artie days. Rest in peace.
Oh, Party Artie.
Yeah,
that's like the first ones.
Yeah, when Party Artie and Mook were going at it. Like,
right.
Those battles were diabolical.
Classic Harlem shit.
Absolutely. And then so I paid attention, but I did a battle on. We'll talk about that later. So when with the King of the Dot and all that shit started popping up,
of course.
I started seeing. I was like, this motherfucker's different, man. He's different.
White is another word for that.
There's a lot of y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
man.
no, 100%. But that's so nice of you, dude. I didn't even realize that you that you were aware of like the battle rap stuff in general.
I wasn't aware you were aware of me.
Bro, what are you talking about? How could I not be aware of you? Like, my entire like upbringing, you're like the soundtrack to like my summers for like decades. Like it's so insane. Like how could I not be aware of you? The world's aware of you.
I'm a pretty big guy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm by that I mean I'm 6'6", but
no, but also a pretty big guy, like colossal. You know what I mean? Like no, don't be humble.
My grandma told me I was Nephilim when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Because so aside from like the terrible posture, if this might look weird, but feel that right there.
Right here. Oh.
Yeah. So.
What's this?
It's on each side, like it's perfectly symmetrical, right?
Oh, what is that? Is that angel wings?
My grandma said that's where the wings were supposed to go. But apparently Nephilim were allowed wings.
Wow, that's. I mean, I believe it. So you've been so she knew that you were tapped from the beginning.
Absolutely.
She knew 100%.
Shout out to my grandmother. Yeah.
And so did she was she aware of or when did the music start? When did it just like the special stuff like started before that and then the music came after that, or just like the glow came?
I knew I was special when I was a kid. Let me put it this way. I knew that I was too big of a goldfish for Geneva, New York at a very young age, you know what I'm saying? So I had started plotting my great escape around 6 or 7, you know?
Oh, you were already trying to get out of there before second grade.
For real. But my father, he still plays bass. He's a welder by trade. He just retired maybe 10 years ago.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. And now he just chills and watches Naked and Afraid.
Dude, Naked and Afraid is like a really good show.
I gotta say, I'm an addict.
They tapped into something with that, and it's like whenever like the people like couple up and like someone will tap out, and you a lot of times you think the dude's gonna be the more outdoorsy guy, and sometimes the women.
I just can't take it. I got ticks in my butt crack. I can't take it no more.
I would be the same way though. Like I'm such a coward. I think I went camping once, and it was like raining on me, and I was like, bro, I gotta get inside.
I grew up on. So you know where the Finger Lake? You know, heard of
course, yeah, upstate.
So I grew up on Seneca Lake, which is the middle finger, and I grew up right on the tip. So I would skip school and go fishing type shit. So,
oh really?
Yeah, upstate's different. Man.
Real outdoorsman. It is so beautiful up there.
So I live outside of Poughkeepsie in the Conch.
Oh really?
That's a nasty word.
Yeah, but the Conch, dude, it is. Dude, you go 2 hours north and you're in the Conch.
Literally, and I'm about 2 hours north. About an hour and 45, but.
You're still up there?
Yeah. You would not in Geneva.
But like the Poughkeepsie.
North of the city, yeah.
Yeah. I just went to a hotel up there.
Where?
Wildflower Farms, dude. It's this beautiful bougie ass hotel. It's like by like Poughkeepsie, New Paltz, like right around there. Yeah. I love. Or it's just beautiful.
What's that?
It's just beautiful. Up
It is. Like I always tell my friends like, they never come and visit me, motherfucker. Can you cuss on here?
Hey, of course, bro. Okay. Go crazy.
So I always tell my friends like, yo, like, if I was to blindfold you and bring you like from the city and bring you to my crib, you would think that we were in Vermont or New Hampshire. You know
100%.
And we're an hour and a half north of the city.
Yeah, it's not that far out. And when you look at like the Hudson Valley like art, the paintings and everything like
that. Have you been to Storm King?
Put me on.
Storm King is like I'm not sure what town it's in. It may be outside of like it may be in Stormville, New York or some shit. But Storm King is like an outdoor sculpture exhibit. So you walk around, it's just all these crazy sculptures, and it's on this beautiful plot of land. It's up there, and then Beacon obviously is a huge art hub. A lot of
North Brooklyn, really.
Yeah. I'm a visual artist as well. I have a degree in illustration.
Really?
Yeah, I went to art school for fine arts, and I was like, and then gym class was already established. That was like but my father, like, I took a year off.
Yeah.
You know, the year off that everybody takes to try to figure out what I just wanted to chill, you know what I mean? Like, I spent 12 years in school learning how to write my name cool, you know, and that's about.
I bet you can write it cool as shit, though.
Really cool.
There's no doubt about it.
I started writing graffiti when I was like 6 or 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had uncles that wrote graffiti, and I think I was probably 4 or 5, and I got a denim jacket with my name on the back, and I was like, I want to do that shit.
What was your tag?
It's still my first tag name is cringy as fuck. It was Evil, Love Backwards. Looking back, it was kind of fresh, but then I'd go to cities and I would just see Evil tagged there, like, oh, these motherfuckers somebody's already onto it.
Right.
More than one person. So, it changed from Evil to Dep, DEP, the Dep 1, Depster, Depo, but I don't write graffiti anymore.
No, you're not outside bombing anymore.
Right, I got funny story about graffiti. We had a show in Berlin, and
that's a good graffiti city, right?
Very so. A lot of premium spray paint companies come out of Berlin, out of Germany. Molotov is one of my favorite brands to use. But so we had the day to chill before the show, so I went to a bunch of spots and racked tons of paint. I don't want to say racks, I didn't steal, I paid for it. Tons, I'm like, and then our bus was parked literally 3 blocks from the Berlin Wall, and I'm like, ain't no way I'm leaving this motherfucker without, you know what I mean? But my dumb ass, I go on Twitter, I'm like, ain't no way I'm leaving Berlin without hitting the Berlin Wall.
Oh, you said it out loud?
Fam, so like, it's mad funny. So, me and my bodyguard, shout out to Matt, bro.
Matt.
Yo, he stood up for me. Like, it's funny. So, I grab my bags, and me and Matt are just walking through Berlin. Do la la, we get to the Berlin Wall. I think I did like maybe 2 or 3 throw-ups. And then I get to like the 4th one, and I just see these big fucking dudes with Polizei on their. I'm like, uh-oh. I said, here, Matt, take my camera, pretend like we're taking pictures. So I start posing and shit, like, oh, graffiti, cool. They're like, nah, motherfucker, we got you.
They knew already?
We got you on camera.
Oh,
like,
no.
So, like.
They did?
Fam, so they take me to this jail, and the cops that arrested me, they weren't in their jurisdiction, so they had to take me to the closest precinct. This shit looked like it was from 1940s, like, so I'm in there, and these motherfuckers are just thriving. Shit all sound like Nazi propaganda. I'm scared as fuck, like.
Of course.
And then the dude comes in, and you've seen Inglourious Basterds, right?
Of course, one of my favorite movies of all time.
He looks like Christoph Waltz, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm really scared, bro. Like, oh, they about to kill my ass. So he comes in, he says, I me, unstriving, buke deek, fucking, du hast. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but I don't like the way it sounds.
It doesn't sound good.
Then he comes to my cell, he's like, for what you did, we should put you under this jail.
For graffiti?
I said, he's like, do you know what that wall means to us? I'm like, kinda, but like, you know it's just a wall, right? He's like, it's not just a wall. I'm like, you right, but just don't kill me, please. So, low-key,
But you're not the first person to tag that wall. Like, even when the wall came down, it's covered in graffiti. Like, all the iconic images are...
And not only is it covered, my rep at the time in Germany, she was like, oh, yeah. She took me to buy the spray paint. I was like, yeah, everybody paints it. So,
damn.
Yeah,
she got set up.
She lined me up. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy that they're like, this is the worst crime that you can commit in Germany. And you're like, wait, didn't you guys do the Holocaust? But yeah, no, this is the worst thing that anyone could do. But you got out of there, could still do the show and everything?
I didn't really just get out of there. The show is done, thank God. But I think about 25 racks later.
Really?
Yeah, they got me.
Oh no, they hit you with a fine. Some countries are weird about graffiti. I saw like a sign in Japan that it was like.
They'll kill you.
Yeah.
Or not Japan. Fucking Singapore, like Indonesia.
Oh really?
They don't. You know that? Remember that kid he got caned, like.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think he was just like going around like fucking people's cars up.
Yeah, that's
cane
bad.
his ass. Like,
yeah, they don't fuck around. Like that Law and Order
I'm
is
making
dead
this
serious
shit pretty.
there.
Like, I'm not
exactly.
fucking people's cars up.
We're elevating the city.
You know
But
what
it was
I'm
like
saying?
5 years in Japan. It was like if you graffiti here, it's 5 years. It's like
The scariest shit I ever seen was my first time going to playing in Singapore, and I was heavy in my addiction at the time. And there's a big sign that says, "If you get caught with drugs, we gonna kill your ass." I'm like, they must be talking to this motherfucker behind me. They ain't talking to me. I got a bag that's full of dirty.
Yeah.
It's a bag full of dirty. And I'm like, yeah, they talking. Could have got killed.
Yeah, that's terrifying. But it's also like if you're an addict, it's like, well, I'll take the risk. You know what
I mean, you're not thinking about risk.
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. You're like,
not
well, I
thinking
need
about
to bring
no
this
risk.
here,
Like,
or it's going to be a really bad time in
a really
Singapore.
bad time, and nobody's gonna like me. Like,
Yeah,
nobody's
exactly.
gonna like me.
Which is crazy, and I've heard you talk about it, and it's so nice to be on the other side of it. Or I think it's just like a great, inspiring story for people to hear that like it was something that you dealt with, struggled with, and always something you'll carry, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
But it's like it's just cool for people who are going through that to know that like one, a lot of people go through it regardless of what success they have.
Addiction does not discriminate. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
100%.
I mean, look at Prince and Michael Jackson. I mean, I hate
100%.
using excuses, but like, speaking of Prince, like that was the first time I had been that affected by someone passing. Like,
Really?
when Prince died, bro, I was in my sister's basement for 2.5 weeks, crying, listening to Prince, like couldn't talk, like I just got a whooping and shit. Leave me alone. I'll be up in a little bit. Didn't eat for 2 weeks. I've never been I wasn't even that affected when some of my family passed. You know what I mean?
So he was just your guy?
Absolutely.
Really?
I have a Prince room at the house, like
Really?
dedicated to Prince. Yeah, like I'm a.
What was it about him
I'm a
that
fanboy.
what was it about his music that like spoke to you apart from every other artist of that generation?
You know what it was, Ron? It was when I saw Purple Rain, and that everything in that movie looked like my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was really young at the time, but like, you know, being biracial, you know, seeing some domestic shit go down in my house, and like, I was like, am I Prince? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I might be
is this
the
my
same as
future
the
life?
guy who is. Yeah, it is a crazy story, and he also was a visual artist. In like,
amazing.
yeah,
We could talk about Prince for.
yeah, but he was your guy, and I think it just. I mean, I think that the point that you're getting to is that the full gamut of human emotions are never taken away from any human. Like, you could be the most rich person and still experience the lowest of lows and be like dirt poor, come from nothing, living in a slum, and still like maybe even reach a higher level of happiness than somebody who has it all.
It's so funny you say that. I usually whenever I play Billionaire, I usually preface it by saying, hey, like, you know, I think when the song came out, you got me fucked up. Like, I can give two shits about being a billionaire. You know what I mean? It was more so posing the question, like, if you were, would you be selfless or would you be selfish? You know what I mean? And I've met a few billionaires, and they're probably the saddest motherfuckers I've met in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they're
the world
isolated.
Very isolated.
They've like driven themselves to this like relentless pursuit of
being cool.
Yeah, being cool and trying to like fill up a hole that that doesn't
God-sized hole with,
right
with stuff.
Yeah, and it just doesn't. It doesn't get there. And once you have so much money, like, you're so much less accessible, and probably even the people that love you, like, as much as you want them to relate to you like a normal person, they probably don't.
Hell no.
You know, they're probably like, man, what the fuck could he be upset about?
That's the kind of the weird flip side of it. You know what I mean? I've definitely never been a billionaire.
Right.
Don't care to be.
Yeah.
I kick it with Mark Cuban every now and then.
He's the man.
I will say, probably the coolest billionaire I've ever met.
He is the nicest dude.
The sweetest.
We interviewed him for the Pat Bev show, this basketball podcast, and we did it at this like beautiful mansion, James Goldstein's mansion in L.A. And he pulled up, not like any other billionaire. He just drove up on his own, no entourage, no security. He just pulled up and like just said what's up.
He's living life. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
exactly.
And there's a lot of people with a lot of money who aren't. You know,
Right.
They're just existing.
Well, because they put so many layers between themselves and reality.
Absolutely.
And so he'll just like touch it.
I fuck with Mark so heavy, man.
How did you originally link up with him?
I can't remember, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think I was definitely deep in my dirt.
Yeah.
But
you were having fun.
But he kept reaching out, and we maintained our friendship throughout the years.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Which speaks, whenever you hear a story like that, it really speaks to like the character of the person being who you almost want them to be when you see them on a screen.
For sure.
Which is so nice. But I think that a lot of people have the same perception about billionaires when they're like, especially if they're artists, they're like, well, if I could just get 1 billion streams. And it's like, you look at you.
Good point.
You are a 1 billion stream having ass dude. You know what I mean?
I got my first billion they on Spotify they call it the Billionaire Club.
Yeah.
And I got this big Spotify. I actually ate some Fruity Pebbles out of it. It was kind of cute. But yeah, billions. I was like, is that possible? But the crazy part is, it wasn't for Billionaire. It was for Stereo Arts. I would think that Billionaire
would have a billion, the B&B.
Yeah, but it's on its way. It's on its way.
Yeah, 100%. So do you feel, did that feel any different?
What do you mean?
Like you, like a billion on next to your name on Spotify. Did that feel like when the day that happened? Do you feel like a different person at all, or just the same dude?
Same dude.
Didn't change anything, right?
At all. I mean, I have stacks of plaques. In the beginning it was cool, but like, you know, like people don't stop listening, so you get more and more streams, more and more plaques. I'm like, stop sending me these shits. When these shits hit like a couple billion, send me just one big one. You know what I'm saying? Like, just,
put them in like a quilt,
you know
and like patchwork them all together. You know what I mean? Just a mural of plaques. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's so insane the level that people still fuck with you so heavily to the tunes of like last I saw it was like 16 million streams a month or something like that, which is like so insane.
I'm gonna keep it a Milwaukee buck with you right now.
Please
I
do.
really don't pay attention to any of that shit. I pay these niggas too, but they pay very close attention. So when they tell me, I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like I think my manager Brad was like, he told me a couple months ago that I guess what's like listeners per month.
Yes.
He said gym class is still like outdoing like Blink 182 and shit. I'm like, we haven't dropped a record in 12 years, bro.
It's so insane. It's so insane, which is just like, I mean, it's a testament to how timeless and how deep it was. Because I'm sure when that first one hits, you're like, I don't know. I'll ask. Do you like, if you have the first hit come out, are you like, I hope I'm not a one-hit wonder? Because you were far from it. But is there that fear in the back of your mind that's like, I got to get another one, like, and I have to get another one quick, or you just trusted the art?
I mean, again, I don't know why I keep saying Milwaukee Buck. I don't even like the Bucks, but
but it's a good way to keep the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, to keep it a Milwaukee Brew witches. Like, and in all honesty, after I wrote Cupids, I was like, this is special.
Yeah.
Like I never really, man. If you listen to some of our earlier shit, like I didn't know how to count bars. Like I just would rap until I was done saying what the fuck I had to say.
Yeah.
So there, like, I didn't give a fuck about structure at all, you know. But this was our first venture into sampling, you know. Like, so the original we sampled Supertramp, and then later on we had Patrick from Fall Out Boy sing the hook.
Of course.
But the way we set it, I was like, okay, cool. Verse, pre-chorus, hook, verse, pre-chorus, bridge. I'm like, it was the first time I ever like sat down and really like, and where it came from. With Fall Out Boy, we're working on their second album.
Right.
And I went on their bus. We were on tour together, and Patrick was just in the back lounge blasting Avril Lavigne. I'm like, I mean, usually these motherfuckers listen to Ray Charles and shit, you know. I'm like, Patrick, what you doing? He's like, with the coolest demeanor, he just looks at me like, I'm writing a fucking pop record. I'm like, excuse the fuck out of me, bro. And that's what he did in that fucking record. But like, that kind of gave me, I was like, oh, you have to study this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you have to study it. But back to your question. So I kind of felt, after we recorded Cubans, I was like, this might do something, you know?
Yeah.
I know if it didn't, I would still completely be happy touring in our van.
But you were already touring, so at that point, it's like you were already making it. It's not like you were like in a basement trying to figure it out, and then one thing hit. Like you already had momentum.
After some years, you know. I mean,
Right.
we started gym class in '97, 10th grade, and so
Fire.
we were grinding. Shout out to the Clips.
Shout out to the Clips, great new album they have.
Oh, stupid, right?
Really good.
Stupid. I haven't stopped listening to it.
Yeah, really good.
Shout out to Pusha too.
Yeah, a lot of good music came out this summer, bro. Yeah.
What are you listening to?
I mean, I really like Freddie Gibbs's
What's the name? The Alfredo.
Alfredo too.
Al?
Yeah.
Bro, do you ever hear the joint that me and Wayne do, Alchemist? I think it's called "I Know Your Name."
I don't know if I did.
So
I know.
it got
I know
leaked.
he remixed one of some of your
Viva
shit.
the White Girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Viva the White Girl. And I remember the day I got that shit, bro. Like I was running around the office like a little girl. Like, what the fuck you
Right.
Like, yeah. And I mean, and shout out to Mac Main for making that happen. Mac's my
That's
brother.
how it happened?
Yeah. So we did the I Am Music tour. It was Lil Wayne, T-Pain, us, and Keisha Cole did the first half, and I think Carrie Hilson did the second half. One of the illest tours I've been on.
That's a deep lineup.
And it was right when Wayne got out of jail, and Amelia just dropped. He's Elvis. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest, yeah.
So we go on this tour. The shit sells out like in 20 minutes, and the first run did so well. We did secondary markets, so we did. Shit, I was on that tour for half the year, I think. Like,
wow.
And Dan was completely fine with it.
Yeah, it wasn't exhausting. It was charging you up.
Bro, it was. There was a couple shady things that happened on the tour. Maybe we could talk about a couple, but a lot of cool things too. So, me and T-Pain became kindred spirits. I'm like,
what a talented guy.
Like, you want to go in the green room and do some karate, bro? You know what I mean? Type shit. Like, so
we just become best friends.
So Pain used to float around the venues on the This is when the Segways first came out.
Yeah.
And I used to steal his shit every day. Like, it's like, man, but like, so I go into my green room one day and there's a fucking Segway with a big bow on it. I'm like,
he gifted you one?
He gifted me a Segway.
Oh my God.
So Pain and I just automatically.
He seems like such a fun-loving guy. Just like even just watching his streams and stuff like that is so fun.
I have seen him upset and angry, and it was scary. I don't know if I should tell that. Actually, I will tell that story.
Well, I might as well. It humanizes him.
There's a rapper named Dollar from Atlanta.
Okay.
He was murdered. Like he got killed in at the fuck of all places. What's that mall in LA and Hollywood and
the Grove?
No, not the Grove. Is it the Hollywood? Is it even called? Anybody know?
The Grove is the one that's outside.
It's like this. I think it's called like the Center or something. Anyways, it's
Hollywood
like a
Center or something
shopping
like that.
mall. Anyways, I think he was going to get his car from valet and he was murdered. But Pain was gonna put out his next album. So after he was murdered, Pain's got a fucking fleet of cars, and he had one of his dunks. We call them dunks, like you know what a dunk is.
Yeah, of course.
And he had Dollar's face airbrushed on it. And we were at a party at Pain's house, and I go outside to smoke a cigarette, and there's a girl on top of the car, like, taking a picture. And I'm like, this ain't gonna be good.
She's standing on him?
Standing on the car, on his face.
That's fucked.
Somebody goes back and says, hey, Pain, Pain comes out, let's just say some pow-pows went off, and not at anyone.
But just,
like, hey, like, and she's like, I was related to him. He's like, I don't give a fuck who you related to. You are my motherfucking car. And not only that, you stepping on my brother's face. And I was like, that was the first time I've ever seen Pain out of...
like this joyous...
Yeah, and it was... So I was like, oh, it's in him. He will...
That is good. It's nice to know that...
Yeah,
that people aren't necessarily always just like happy.
We're human, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. The
I
full
think
spectrum of emotions type
absolutely, shit. Like you were saying earlier. But, so Pain and I started... He had a studio on his bus for that tour, for that whole run. And we just started fucking around, making a couple songs. Another thing about Pain. And anybody who knows Pain, I'm not putting any, like, I'm not divulging any secrets. So Pain will have 1, 2, 3, 4 flat screens in whatever room he's working in. Different porno on each one.
Dude, yeah. I think he can't be the only one that... I feel like a lot of artists just like to have a porno going. Inspirational.
I mean,
maybe biologically it's like
anime,
doing something.
I mean, anime or something. Like me, when I'm working with Asa, he always has anime on, which is cute. I'm a big Studio Ghibli fan, whatever. But porn, it was. I had to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I honestly just stopped looking. I'm like, I got work
it's just weird to have it like passively on because like, what's the intent of it? Like, are you trying to get like bricked up while you're watching it?
Well, he's the strip club.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I guess he's like, I guess he wants
the good inspiration
to dance to this shit.
Yeah, his muse.
It won't work for me. You know, my ass is just like, okay.
Your music's more about like love in like a nice way than
not strip club.
Yeah. It's different. It's just different.
But he introduced me. to a lifestyle I was very unaware of.
Yeah, amazing.
And one that I can't live.
Well, it's got to
all.
be exhausting. I mean, I wonder how much he can even live that lifestyle. You know, it has to be a lot.
Oh, he can live. He can live. Yeah, a couple of them.
He stays at that speed.
What?
Wow.
But I said that to say this. So we started making jams on this bus, and that turned into what would become my first solo record, Lazarus. So,
Fire.
I was telling my homegirl Ali last night that there's probably 12 or 13 songs that we just did that are unreleased. That a couple of them are floating on the internet, but he produced like 3 or 4 on the solo record. But yeah.
The Wayne one.
What's that?
The Wayne one with Alchemist. So you were saying.
Oh yeah. So
I'm trying to, because I see it all happen in your head. I'm just trying to keep the
Let me reel it
dots.
back in.
No,
Yeah,
no.
so-
I don't even
so-
want you to reel it back in. I just want to connect dots.
Yeah. So I started making music with Pain.
Uh-huh.
And Al came out to a show, and Al sent me a folder years ago, and there's a couple of joints that I was obsessed with. I wrote to. And
Was it like classic Alchemist stuff, or was
Absolutely.
it stuff that was more tailored for like your style, or what was the vibe?
This is one thing that I hated, that absolutely hated, was the misconception that the songs that a lot of people were introduced to us from, like whether it's Cupid's or so. For instance, with Cupid's, the video we shot in Compton and MacArthur Park, so people automatically thought we were from LA. I still get that. Oh, I think you're from LA. No, I've never. The most time I've ever spent consecutively in LA is probably 3 months. I lived with Pete from Fall Out Boy for like 3 months, and I was like,
just making records, and not for you.
like, my feet do not fit this concrete out
Dude,
here.
I
bro.
feel the same way about LA, dude.
So Al had, like, him and I had been talking about working for ages, and then he comes out to one of the shows and he gave me this beat, and it was it. And I was like, oh, so I recorded my verse on Payne's bus. I played it for Wayne. He was like, yo, I gotta get on that. I said, say less. I'm like, Al, like, play this shit for Wayne. He's like, say less. Give me Z. So he shoots. I gave him max information. He shoots the beat to Wayne. The shit ends up leaking. Actually, before that, I had never met Evidence from Dilated Peoples before. A huge Dilated Peoples fan.
Of course.
Ev comes up to me and spits like the first 8 bars of my verse, and I'm like, how the fuck you know that? The shit ended up leaking.
So does that hurt its ability to kind of like actually make it out, or like?
Well, it exists out there.
Right.
But this
Didn't
shit
get the
killed me.
official release.
No, well, Wayne took the shit, took me off, and
No.
yeah, so, and they added some bells and whistles and a different hook, and now, yeah, it was. I was a little butthurt.
Yeah,
but
rightfully so. I mean, it's some art that you worked on.
Absolutely, and the shit was. If you ever find it, our version is called "I Know Your Name." I think it's called "I Know Your Name." I think his version might be called "Abortion."
Actually, oh my god, dude.
Or it's either I think the demo was called "Abortion" or some shit. That leaked too, but I think the official one might have been called. It might have been called "The World in My Hands" or some shit. He had actually just got the world
the actual
tattooed on his
tattoo.
hand.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're not playing.
That's crazy. So it definitely goes deep. But I also want to touch on something that you said earlier, when talking about like the biracial thing.
Yeah.
And I think that when you look at the landscape of rap now, I feel like a lot of it has borrowed a tone that you set a long time ago. And specifically, I'm talking about guys like Uzi, or like guys like Juice WRLD, who have this
Shout out to Juice, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, for sure. Who have, like, for lack of a better word, like this like emo twinge to it.
I see. I fucking hate that word, bro.
Okay.
I hate it so much. And no disrespect, but
Oh, of course not.
But I know when you say it, I know what you mean by
Yes.
it. I just feel like, especially Jared, like, his sense of melody was out of control.
It was perfect.
This motherfucker would freestyle for 8 hours straight.
And it would be the actual track.
For real. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I never seen or heard him fumble freestyling ever.
Which is insane.
Absolutely.
And
insane.
people don't realize how impressive it is to just be able to freestyle coherently. much less to be able to have a song level freestyle, much less to have melody in it, much less to have sections.
That part. And I kind of don't fuck with how that term freestyle has been kind of bastardized in this country. Yeah, and it's like it went from, all right, we're just, you know, stream of consciousness. If I fuck up, to like, I got this dope ass verse nobody's heard. You know?
Right, it's a freestyle.
Let me spit. But so in the beginning it was like, let me spit it, but let me act like it's a freestyle. You know what I mean? Like that's like I would see. I'm like, motherfucker, you know you wrote, but they try to like stutter, fumble a little bit to make it.
Or like the first word would involve something in the room, and then they like blend it.
See, you know, and that's why I fuck with you, Rone. You like.
Well, anybody that actually has written or freestyled, they know that, like, they know what someone's actually coming off the top, and that's why what he did is and was so impressive.
I every show I do, I show love to Juice because I feel like he was the future, and I feel honored, you know, that artists like him and Uzi. I guess we kind of opened doors.
100% open doors.
And I'm just glad they didn't have to deal with the lashing I had to deal with being biracial and different.
We'll talk about that.
You know what I mean? So one thing I've always prided myself on is the fact that we never compromised what we did to serve that, you know, to serve that scene.
Right.
Were we accepted and guilty by association? Absolutely. You know, like being signed to Fueled by Ramen, you know what I mean? Indie punk rock band, label. Us, you know, touring with Fall Out Boy and Pete getting us our deal and everybody knowing that we, you know, but we never made that type of music. And I always told Matt, our original drummer, I was like, we just got to stick to our guns. Because, you know, when we started doing Warped Tour and shit, there was the emo formula where it's like, sing here, scream here, sing here, scream here. Like,
you say the word tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah, like, not the tonight.
Tonight.
Or what's the other one?
Your time. Yeah, of course, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck I said, but you know what I said.
Yeah, exactly.
They know what I said.
Exactly. It's an emo. It's like an archetype or like an accent, an affect. Yeah.
And
it's easy to make fun of. But
very easy. I told Matt, I was like, fam, you know, like this shit probably won't be around too long, but you know, like rest assured that we won't have to worry about this shit crumbling. But it is really cool that, you know, I mean, nostalgia always wins.
Mm-hmm.
End of the day, nostalgia always wins.
Of course, timelessness.
So it's really cool to see Warped Tour coming back, you know, and it's cool to see a lot of these bands that we toured with doing things. We actually just played in Long Island with Take It Back Sunday and Say Anything.
Amazing.
I felt like a fucking 14-year-old kid again. Like during Say Anything set, they played their album Is a Real Boy in its entirety. And I was just like, yeah. I mean, that album was made for gang vocals, you know what I mean? So like the entire crowd, every word, and I was like, oh.
That's it feels great.
So great.
So you said like the friction that you got when you started. Who were you getting like the friction pushback or? Like...
Oh, white people.
Oh, really?
White, absolutely. So
really?
I'll explain it. I'll explain a little. So, I mean, fam, I've been other since I was little. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
I think in 9th grade I had a blue afro. I had my septum pierced. I mean, I had tattoos.
The blue afro is kind of fire.
It was.
I don't think I've ever even seen the blue afro.
I hope you don't. But well, one, like, I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So I stick out already.
6'5", 220, 6'6".
6'6". And when I'm standing up straight, when my posture's right. But yeah, like, so I caught hell, bro. Like from, for instance, I remember one time I wore a Pantera shirt. I was obsessed with Pantera. Mm-hmm. Wore a Pantera shirt. It was a shirt I think the album was called Far Beyond Driven. Now it's a very obscure picture on the T-shirt. I just knew it said Pantera, so I was gassed. So I wear it at school, and like 3 lacrosse kids. Name one Pantera song, dude.
Oh, the worst.
That shit. Like I hate that shit. Like
Yeah.
Like I ain't gotta prove shit to you. I can play 4 of these songs. You know what I mean? Like. But I don't need to tell you all that.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, it's just an insane thing of, like, people to want, like you need to earn the shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
Wear.
So, but they, you know, they'll come to school with a Dr. Dre, the Chronic. Not this is way before 2001. The Chronic album with the weed leaf and shit, and nobody's like, hey, name one Dre or Snoop
that he wrote too, not.
Right, and I mean to even get. I mean, I remember one time I wore. It was cool. Remember game hats?
I don't know what was
game hats. They were like they had college They had like college team or college teams. The white hats, college teams, and they had like.
Yeah. Of course,
remember game hats?
Because everyone had the South Carolina one that said Cox on it. Yeah.
Exactly. Or you would like cut like threads out to make it say other shit.
Yeah.
The Cox one, I remember that shit.
That was a classic.
I always loved the Georgia Tech ones.
Those were clean too.
I was obsessed with what was his name?
Football player?
Well, Stephon played for Georgia Tech for a minute, right?
Oh, yeah.
But while he was playing, there was this, not Mini Mac, but he was like of Mini Mac proportions. Like,
oh yeah.
This motherfucker was ill. Back to my point. So. Game hats were popping in high school.
Yeah.
And I listened to everything. And then we got a smoke shop in town, and they sold like patches. And I remember I bought these, the Grateful Dead Dancing Bears.
Yes.
I bought some of those patches. I sewed them on my hat. You know what I mean? Like same shit. Name one Grateful Dead song, dude. I'm like, if I get asked. Or if I get pressed one more time
of gatekeeping, it's just like
it's
weird.
So weird, and I never understood it. I know because I've always been that person. If I find something new and dope, I want to share it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's how stuff grows.
This is my band. You know what I mean? And the crazy part is like, I had to experience that as an artist. Where like when Cupid's came out, we had a lot of fans like. Fuck gym class. You know what I mean? Oh, they sold out. They're too cool for us now. But they came back around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that also just comes with it because people, when they find a new artist, they feel an ownership of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Which which is nice when you have that, but it's also like an inaccurate like parasocial thing.
For sure,
right?
for
when you're like, oh, I own them. Like when someone new, and I'm the last person in. Like anyone behind me is
or it's like. Now I gotta find a new band nobody knows about. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, there's actually, it's funny on our second album I say something like, "We were your favorite quote unquote. I knew them before anybody else band."
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Which is a nice. I mean, and I'm sure that your career has been full of those where you knew people beforehand, but it's like not like you're gatekeeping. Like, does anyone come to mind where you're like, oh, like I knew this person was gonna be big as soon as I saw them, or like.
Bruno.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah.
Like, and shit. Well, I mean, Rone, I've made a lot of people famous, bro. Like, I made a lot of people famous.
Right. I mean, if you just look at the feature list,
it goes unspoken. But for instance, with Bruno though, this is some wild shit. I got another funny Bruno story too. So when I met Bruno, he was just Pete. You know, they call him Bruno, but Peter Bruno. He wasn't Bruno Mars yet. And this was going into actually working on Lazarus, my first solo record.
Got it.
My A&R at the time was Aaron Bayshuk, who signed Bruno to Atlantic. He's like, hey, I got these dudes out west called the Smeezingtons. I think you'll fuck with them.
Yeah.
And it was Bruno, Philip Lawrence, and Ari Levine. And I went out there, and I think we did like 3 joints in 2 days. Billionaire was one of them.
Wow.
The original top line is gonna fuck you up. The original top line for Billionaire was, "I want to be a billionaire so fucking bad." But then he goes, "I want to be on the cover of Forbes magazine, standing next to Diddy and the Queen." I said, I said, run it back, bro. Standing next to who? And like this was before any of these shit,
the latest
freak offs and all that.
Yeah.
And nope, I haven't been. So don't ask me, motherfuckers. Never.
Wait, so you knew even then that Diddy wasn't it?
I knew I didn't want to say I want to stand next to this motherfucker every night I perform this song. I mean,
right.
I don't want to stand next to him. Period. Like
Yeah.
So I was like, Bruno, we got to flip it up.
Wow.
Oprah worked. But I don't fuck with
Same
Oprah either. You know what I'm
syllables,
saying?
but she's at least a billionaire and.
Yeah,
or,
but she's
you
a
know.
piece of shit. Like,
Is she? I didn't even know.
fuck her and The Rock. Oh, I got my eyes on y'all motherfuckers. All them land grabs y'all doing in Hawaii. Oh yeah, I got family out there. You stink motherfucking sons of bitches. Sorry.
She's doing that. She's running up Hawaii.
Bruh, there was people fucking going into the water to escape the fires, and her private road, she cut her private road off. Like, sorry, you got to go around the island that's on fire to get to safety. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Oh, she's a whole piece of shit. So now, whenever I perform Billionaire, when the Oprah, there's a very distinctive part where I say, "What up, Oprah?" And
Yeah.
Fuck you, Oprah. Like
a classic ad lib. That is one of your. I mean, your ad libs.
people can't wait for it, but when it gets there, and they're like.
Oh, I guess fuck Oprah then.
But then I don't feel a need to like go into why I don't care for her. I let them. Why do you say fuck Oprah?
They could come, come RoneDotCom, see that it's
And
the
now you know.
Hawaii shit, the beaches they sell to build their hotels
So
type of
fucked
shit.
up,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
It's so fucked. Like,
Yeah, that is a classic ad lib though.
It is.
You are natural at the ad libs. If you listen to any of your tracks, your ad libs are just so. And like anytime I would record music, ad libs would be the thing that gave me the most anxiety. Because
Really?
I'm like, bro, what can I like? Because it is all about sounding cool. It's not like the lyrics. It's not like lyrical. It's more just like adding to the energy. And you do that so flawlessly.
it's crazy to hear you say that, because for me, like for me it's the most fun. Like, so once I get verses and hooks done, I always do ad libs last, and it's always whatever the fuck comes in my head. You know what I mean? Like,
and you just do one pass at it?
No, I'll do like 3 or 4,
Okay.
but like it's literally just me talking shit. Like,
Yeah.
And it's the fun, because like, all right, the work's done.
Yeah.
Now it's time to have some motherfucking fun. You know?
Well, I think it's because you're naturally cool and I'm not, and I think that's what it is. It's just like you having fun. It's just like it's a vibe.
Stop
Well, in
playing
a
with me
different
before
way.
I turn you to a song. I gotta stop saying that. Shout out to Kendrick. Ever since I heard that song, I used to always say stop playing with me, but now I can say stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. But I switch it to stop playing with me or stop playing before I put you in my death note. That's the new one.
That's tough. Wait, but you said well, 2 things. You're like I'll give you a little bit more on the rowdiness of the Wayne tour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, wasn't that? Oh shit. Okay. Not necessarily rowdiness, but there was a lot of wild shit that happened. So, for instance, Payne had this fucking golf cart with hydraulics on it, like and rims that he would drive out on stage. Oh, the mini Britney situation, which we'll get there.
Okay.
If you got the time.
Of course.
So, Payne used to drive this souped up golf cart with hydraulics on the stage and shit. And one night he was fucked up off the Nouveau. It was like vodka. It was like vodka and champagne mixed, and they would send us boxes of this nasty shit, but we would drink it like it was free. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
But it was gross as fuck. And one night he was off the Nouveau, and he was trying to drive his fucking souped up golf cart onto the ramp into the truck, and that motherfucker went off the side and knocked all his teeth out. Like, fam, like. He's like, Trav, is it bad? And like, opened his mouth. I was like, see, I just ate shit on a dirt bike. That's how I checked my shit. But
it looks tough though.
Fam, his shit. You know, I be getting that. People are like, it's not that. I might keep it.
Honestly, it does look tough, bro. It doesn't look crazy at all. I think it's just like it's just enough. If it was like a little bit more, it might look crazy.
Funky.
But yeah.
But Nas freaked the chip tooth. Fabulous freaked the chip tooth.
It's freakable, dude. I think people can I think it can go. Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna glue something onto it? Or are you gonna?
I'm gonna do a debate. No, I'm actually about to get my whole shit reconstructed.
Oh, word.
Yeah, my grill is fucked right now, but I think I might keep the chippy. You know what I'm saying?
I think it looks nice on the dirt bike.
I'm gonna do a poll. see what the hoes got to say.
Yeah, exactly. I think I think they'll enjoy it. I think they'll definitely enjoy it. But did he keep going on the tour?
So he's like, yo, Trav, is it bad? And he opened his mouth, fam. It looked like fucking Fallujah in his mouth. Like,
oh no.
It was chips, blood,
Warzone.
gums. It was fucked. I'm like, it's kind of bad, Payne. Take a picture. I took a picture, but I shit you not, he flew out, found a dentist. at the next show and perform like nothing happened.
That's a showman.
The next day.
That's
like,
a showman.
After knocking out all his shit. Like,
oh my God.
Mouth was swollen and didn't miss a fucking beat, bro. Like, I'm like,
a note.
And so that was a crazy story.
That's amazing.
There was one situation where I just got off stage and I'm going in the green room and there's this little woman going through my wardrobe case. I'm like, excuse me, you obviously know that's not yours, right? Like, what are you doing, one, in my room, two, going through my shit? Oh, she's like, I'm Wayne's stylist. He liked some of the outfits you were in. Well, you know, you could ask me.
They're just grabbing?
She wasn't grabbing. She's going through, taking pictures. I'm like,
what?
It's my shit. But
and you could kind of see that later on. I mean, he did.
That was my point.
Yeah.
That was my point. So if you look at pictures from the beginning of that tour of Wayne, and you look at pictures at the end of the tour, some shit changed.
Yeah, I think that's a nice compliment. Like
Absolutely.
anytime somebody's like, I like your styles, but he didn't ask for it.
It wasn't him. It was her. I mean, like, she could have easily been like, hey, Trav, you know, like, do you mind me if I look at something? Go ahead. Right. Or and if anything fits, give it to him. Like, but don't just go in my shit all willy-nilly and think I'm just gonna be like, oh, cool, thanks for going through my drawers, bitch. Like,
but isn't there like a story about that with like Ye and Shia LaBeouf?
He took his whole ass closet.
He literally went in the closet and like took everything.
You gotta admit, like, Shia got that effortless swag. Like,
exactly.
He just wakes up and throws some shit on and looks cool as fuck.
Yeah,
you
some
know what
boots, a little.
I like to think. I think I got a little Shia in me. Pause.
100%.
Whoa. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Yo, my boy's
Shia in a
get
song.
me for that.
But I think that I think that it is an effortless style, or it just is like it's you in an unapologetic way.
Always has been. You know.
Yeah.
Very unapologetic.
But the other thing that I have to circle back to, you said the rap battle.
Yes. So it's very funny. Where are you from in PA?
I'm from a Philly area, like Delaware County.
What town?
Like Radnor.
Okay. Before I move on, my man Mo is a huge fan, and he wanted me to tell you.
Shout out Mo.
He wanted me to tell you, go Birds. You know?
Oh, go Birds all day.
Hit me gassed.
Of course.
So I used to spend a lot of time at Langhorne.
Of course.
And there's a Langhorne, then that area.
Yeah, of course.
But so I kind of knew the PA demographic. I lived in Elmira, New York for a couple years too, which is right on the border near Sayre, PA.
Okay.
But so my manager, remember Direct Effect on MTV?
Yeah, of
back in the
course.
day,
Of course.
Lala and DJ Clue hosted.
Yes, of course.
Shout out to Lala. I was obsessed. Like,
yeah, she's the GOAT.
The GOAT. So my Men in Black. Reset.
Okay, we're back.
So yeah. So my manager at the time, it wasn't really my manager. He was like a homie that was like helping us out. Book shows at colleges and shit, and we were getting them bags. Like, colleges be paying.
Yeah, it's not even their money.
Exactly, and it doesn't roll over, so they have to spend it.
Yes.
And I'll take it gladly. So, and we did. So he, I guess Direct Effect put out this thing like, hey, you know, we're gonna have a battle this summer at the Jersey Shore Beach House, and this was the summer that they did Direct Effect from the Beach House, and he sent a video of me rapping during one of our rehearsals, and he hit him back, and he was like, yo, Trav, what are you doing next week? I'm like, nothing. He's like, can you get to Jersey? I'm like, just tell me what the fuck's going on. He's like, well, I kind of sent this video to MTV, and they're having a battle, and like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a battle rapper.
Of course, it's a different discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. But I appreciate it. And I'd like to think I can rap my ass off. And I've definitely embarrassed a lot of rappers coming up, you know what I'm saying? In ciphers and shit.
I also think at that time, battle rap wasn't such a thing where it was like these crafted punchlines.
Oh,
and now
no,
it's
no,
like
no,
you're
no.
thinking of something months in advance.
Absolutely.
It was damn near memorizing something.
And it was more so roasting. You know what I mean? Like, it's more so, how can I make you look? I mean, obviously that still stands true. But like, It was more so
It's different
your
levels of
mama,
like
or like
yeah,
no
exactly,
like
exactly.
I'm not doing fucking, I'm not hiring I'm not hiring Magnum PI to fucking find out who your baby mom is and shit.
And it's more setup punch as opposed, or was more setup punch as opposed to like 16-bar rhyme scheme with internal rhymes, like all this, this
and
interwoven
the theatrics and
yes,
shit, which
exactly.
I love. You know,
But it's just that's where it's evolved to.
absolutely.
So
So
at the time, it's more of just freestyling.
freestyling and doing your best to make the other motherfucker look stupid. You know what I mean? And so I get down to the Jersey Shore, and I'm like, we're standing. So this is really cool too. So the whole band came with me, and if you the video exists somewhere. So
does?
and they're all in the cipher with Gym Class Heroes t-shirts on it.
That's fire.
Such a look. And Clue Clue, something happened to Clue. So Styles P was the host with Lala this time.
Amazing.
So they were hosting the battle, and there's this kid from Reading, PA named The Specialist. He told like I met him. He was cool as shit. Basically hung out like at the beach house all day until it was time for us to like
Where's
go.
this, North Jersey? Like
Yeah, like where they shoot the Jersey Shore, like
Yeah,
the
like
boardwalk. Literally right off that boardwalk.
Oh, amazing.
That place is so disgusting. It's so gross.
Dude, Barstool's doing a show down there this summer
Really?
they're like bringing back a
Invite me, please.
Oh, it's every weekend.
I would like to feel that icky again.
Yeah, that nasty energy, bro.
So yeah, we spent the day chilling. I'd never been to the Jersey Shore, so it was cool. Now they're like, Lala comes in to the green room or whatever. She's like, Travie, we're gonna go. We got like 45. Blah blah. She's being super sweet. I'm just like, okay, you could just keep talking.
You're beautiful.
Oh my god. So we so they line us up, and my rap name was Schlep Rock.
Amazing.
I still throw it out there every now
Schlep
and then.
around a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember. Obviously, you remember the Flintstones.
Of course.
Do you remember the Pebbles and Bam Bam show though? It was like.
What was a spinoff?
Yeah. So it was like when Pebbles and Bam Bam grew up, they were teenagers. So it was like their teenage life, and there was a character named Schlep Rock, and wherever he went, he had like this gray cloud over his head. So he'd walk by flowers.
Vaguely familiar.
If you've seen him, it'd probably click. So he'd walk by flowers and they'd wilt and like he'd be like, oh no, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
it was like an
this ain't my
type.
motherfucking life, like you know what I mean? So that's where Schlep Rock came from. So I'm battling this dude, the Specialist. Where he fucks up is, he told me he was from Reading, and I was like, yo, what's up? I'm Schlep Rock, upstate New York, Geneva, 315. He's like, yo, what up? It's the Specialist from Philly.
Oh.
You know you done fucked up. And I'm like, oh, you fucked up. Like, so, like, right off, I think he went first, but right off rip, I'm like, I can't remember the bars, but I was like, motherfucker, Reading and Philly are nowhere near each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, no, like after the battle, which I mopped him up in.
Oh, you took care of business?
Oh, what? I do remember the one bar that made Styles flip. So it was like the last shit I said. I said something. After I called him out from being from Reading and claiming Philly, I was like, I'm about to expose your X-Files like Fox Mulder. I'm all for Ninja Turtles combined. You're just a foot soldier. Styles P threw the mic and just starts running in circles. It's over. I'm
Such
like,
a good feeling.
It was, it felt so
Such
amazing.
a good
So
feeling.
amazing. So I won that shit. And then after, like a whole argument ensued, because Styles like, nigga, you can't say you from Philly if you from Reading. You know how many times I've been back and forth to, man, like.
It is a good hour and a half.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that'd be like me being from Geneva and saying I'm from Buffalo. I'm repping Buffalo, you know what I mean? Or Rochester or Syracuse. Like, I mean, they're kind of close, but I don't live there. It's not the same. Like, but.
What an amazing, like, or even to just, like, touchdown in battle rap, get a dub, and just be like, all right, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, just
But
like,
I mean, for fun.
Yeah.
You know, we still, like, I mean, it never ends. Especially, like, when we were still in the van days, like, because we'd always hang out at the venues after shows, and there's always one motherfucker that wants to test me, you know what I mean? Like, go for it.
It's so fun. That's literally how I got my start. Do you remember Charles Hamilton, Brooklyn Girls?
Do I ever? I remember when that girl knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah,
Bro,
she
I
punched
felt
the
that
rings
punch.
out of him.
She literally, and then he call himself Sonic or some shit?
Yeah, he called himself Sonic. Well, so he came to Penn State. I went to Penn State, and we like
Shout
had
out to Penn State.
Yeah, we had
a lot of fun in Penn State.
I know you did. I'm sure you did.
Oh, shucky ducky.
So I had like a battle with him backstage at Penn State with Charles Hamilton. It was like a month before like the girl punched him.
You shoot him up.
Well, it like launched me. Yeah, I chewed him up. I was like, Sonic the Hedgehog, you can't fuck with me, dog. So do what you do best and curl up in the ball. I was on his ass.
Do what you do best and curl up.
And that was real freestyle too. Like that was like, it wasn't like premeditated. That was actual freestyle.
Does that exist online?
It was like, yeah, it was like World Star Hip.
I'm about to find that
it
shit.
exists, bro. It's out there, bro.
I mean, I was kind of rooting for Charles Hamilton, man.
He was great. He's a great artist. He is a great artist.
And I mean, as someone who deals with bipolar myself, it was just sad to see how that shit played out. You know,
Yeah,
because he was on board to be that dude.
Well, he also, the same way that you kind of were ahead of the curve with a lot of stuff musically and style-wise, I think he was as well.
Well, he was rocking pink polos way before Kanye.
Exactly.
And way before Cam.
And like just the Sonic stuff, like the video
I love
game
that he used to
stuff.
always walk around with his headphones on. I
Yes,
love that.
his whole look was like, it was cool, and he was like tapped in, and he was like real, like.
Was he from Harlem?
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
I think. Well,
Oh, yeah, the Brooklyn Girls.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
Girls, I think was the track. So maybe I think he was from Brooklyn. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I was a massive fan of his. But it was just like that's how battles kind of happened at the time. You just kind of
Absolutely.
stumble up on someone.
There were a few times where I go to I would take the bus down from Geneva.
Fat
to the
Beats?
city to go to Fat Beats back in the day to buy records, but also I always knew that there'd be somebody cool in that bitch. Like I bumped shoulders with Cage in there. Percy P was always there trying to sell mixtapes and shit. I freestyled with Percy.
Amazing, bro.
So Cage and I had beef for a minute.
Oh, really?
It was some fuck shit. Like, I was gonna take him out on tour. It was gym class, Cobra Starship, and I was gonna bring Cage out. And apparently he agreed to the offer, and then for some reason he thought that he deserved more. And bro, to be honest with you, I think the guarantee that we were giving him was more than he would make in 6-7 shows on his own.
It's a generous guarantee.
Very generous, very generous. So he goes online with Twitter fingers. I won't be on this tour. I'm not following these fucking bands around in their tour buses. And we had just got a tour bus. You know what I mean? Like, and they're not cheap, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I think he thought shit was sweeter than it was. Snot.
Yeah.
Snot. You know what I'm saying? Very. So I'm like, fuck, it's on site when I see him. Like, I gotta whip his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, bro, like, I don't want to say don't bite the hand that feeds, but it's like, bro, like I had to fight to get that guarantee for you, you know? Like,
you were trying to
just
look out.
spitting in my face online at that. I'm like, you got my number, motherfucker. Like, so years later, this is after I became friends with LP. It was one of my top 3. Shout out to Jamie. At the time I owned a bar with Pete in Alphabet City called Angels and Kings, and man, I miss those days. But every Tuesday we had karaoke with we had this thing with this deal with Nylon Magazine. So we'd have karaoke and all these cool celebrity judges and shit. So it became like a thing. And L came out one night. He's like, yo, I was, yeah, meet me at the bar, blah blah. He's like, yo, is it cool if I bring Cage? I said, absolutely.
The Cheshire
Please bring him.
I'd love to see him.
Please bring him. And so he did, and he was like, bro, like, just to kill the fucking elephant in the room. He's like, I was a dickhead. I apologize. And I was like, good, because I really fuck with you, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Agent Orange is like
come
that's classic.
on. Against the machine like rage. Bitches scream, I hate you, Cage, after circle jerks. I wash my hands off and do the weirdest line.
It is insane. But that was like a time where you just
where you
were
could
trying
say
to
some wild
the
shit.
weirdest shit possible.
Yeah, everybody was. It's. I still thought it was weird.
Yeah. At the time, you were even.
I mean, I also looked at it like as a shout out to the Circle Jerks, which is one of my favorite punk bands. But
okay,
shit still don't sound
generous,
right.
Yeah, that's a generous way. I don't remember ever talking about Circle Jerks in anything I read. But,
I listened to the Circle Jerks, but I never. was involved in one and washed my hands off after doing so, but that song and the beat too, the fucking
It's timeless.
my favorite shit was remember Radiohead. I think Necro produced that shit too.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a Radiohead, bro. Cage got some shit.
Yeah, he really does. Or that was just a great time of just like
It was so great.
copyright and just, like,
Nonfiction,
finding these,
fucking.
like, just
What were
finding.
you listening to back then?
Well, so it was like a lot of these dudes who were like a foot into the battle rap stuff. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like listening to like these battle rappers, like this dude like Nestle and shit like that.
Why does that sound?
He's a battle rapper. He's like an Atlanta dude, or like I'm trying to think who else that was like.
I'm
like,
curious.
it
Yeah, I'm
was
really
some-
curious.
There was
to-
some copyright then, but it was like
Yo, I shit you not. I copyright and I just FaceTime like 4 days ago.
Really?
That's my piece, my brother. Like that's the homie. Yo,
The man. It was
the
just
high
so
exalted,
talented.
bro.
Yeah,
Like
so
copyright
talented.
was spitting, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he had it all, and I think the punchline style that he had is like was
we
so
weren't ready.
ahead
I
of
don't
his
think we were
time.
ready. I don't think we were ready for him at that time. And man, what was remember
Reef the Lost
Tower
Cause.
Reef.
I was listening
Yo,
to.
that
Reef's
I got
amazing.
joints with Reef.
Yeah.
So while
he's amazing.
while I was in Langhorne, I worked with my man Trust the White Boy, and we started working on this mixtape called the Death Comedy Jam, and we never finished it, but we did a lot of joints, man. But I did a joint with Reef for that, and then we did a remix of Blinded by the Sun with Rozzy High Power and Reef, and Reef's a beast, like
Beast.
What a
He's
beast.
And he's also like such a good guy. Like he's such a good guy. If you like follow his like journey online
What
and
were we just
everything.
talking about? Pain. He gives me pain vibes.
Yeah,
Pain
yeah,
vibes,
yeah.
you know what I
Such
mean?
a good guy. And also, he was like a deadly battle rapper. Like, there's like scribble jam shit of him just like fucking
Lethal,
killing
right?
people. Yeah, he was so fucking
The
sick.
shit he spit on the Blinded by the Sun remix was phenomenal. Do you familiar with a kid named Biz Mighty?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's from that area too.
Yeah.
Where Reef's from, but Biz is a beast too.
Yeah. A lot of talented guys, and it's just cool to see talented guys. I think rap is something that people can age well into, in that it's not like athletics where your knees go or something like that. You know?
They be going though. They be going.
These
I mean,
definitely
fam,
will
I
be.
think I've had 6 surgeries on this motherfucker.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that scar, yeah, bro.
But,
It's nasty, but it is something. I mean, obviously the cool factor is something you have to hold on to or not hold on to, but the ceiling for you using your mind to write something is always there, and it's always powerful.
Let me ask you this: How did you feel about Andre 3000 saying he felt too old to rap?
I just talked about a
shit
couple
broke
weeks
my
ago.
heart.
We had Paul Wall in, and we talked about that exact thing with
For
him.
real?
And he was like, "Bro, man, like fuck that. Like I always have something to talk about.
Oh.
Like, what do you mean? Like it's not." And it's sad to hear him say that, because I know he has something to
owned up
talk
to him.
about. If you have something to have a conversation about, you have something to rap about. If you can express yourself through your clothing or from some other type of art, you always have something to rap about. Like if you like the dinner you
Preach,
had last
Rone,
night, there'll
preach.
always be something to rap about. Like what do you mean? It doesn't make any sense to be like the Wells guy.
You got me speaking in tongues. Preach.
Exactly.
For real, like I couldn't put it better. It broke my heart to hear him say that. But fuck, man. What was my point?
There's just always something.
Oh, so yeah, so just to piggyback off what you were saying, you know, like always something to write about. After we finished the Paper Cut Chronicles, I mean, and later on, one of my mentors, Jonathan Daniel, he said, "You have your whole entire life to write your first album." You know what I mean? After that,
The clock's ticking.
deadlines.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. So after we did Paper Cut Chronicles, I'm like, what the? I mean, I literally poured my life, like 6 years of my life, my real life, into that album. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna talk about next? So we go into the second album, and I'm like terrified. And then every day something would happen. Oh, that's a song. That's a song.
Yep.
You realize as long as you're living and not existing, there's always shit to talk about. you
Well,
know?
like your writing is just like a reflection of your lived experience.
Absolutely, and nobody can live your life the way you do. You know what I'm saying?
But it is also shocking how many people can resonate
relate.
with your story.
Absolutely,
like, once you
absolutely.
actually put pen to paper.
For sure.
Dude,
That's the human element, I think. you know?
I'm so sad that I have to do this, but we got some people coming in here after this.
Oh, you're kicking me out?
I'm not kicking you out. I'm so sad that I had to do it because I feel like I could chop it up with you for fucking hours. Like
Take my number, we will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100% I will.
Run that thing back. I want to see it one more time before I go though.
Yeah, we got that one more time. We have to.
Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all gonna have to wait.
The 20th anniversary, bro.
Yeah.
20th anniversary.
It's crazy to hear that out loud. 20, like our first record dropped 20 years ago, but it's kind of fucking awesome.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And the fact that
such
there's
a testament because people still listen.
8 after that, like, so I'm gonna be having 20-year anniversaries for the next 10 years.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And then by the time that's gonna be ready for a 30-year anniversary, you know, so happy for you, bro.
It's such an honor and a pleasure.
No,
to
likewise,
meet
bro.
you. And again, this shit made, bro, like I think I reposted it, but and you tapped.
You did, yeah, you did.
Man, I saw this shit. I don't even know how.
It was just such an honor even that you reposted. I was like, wait, he fucking knows? Because we were...
Play that shit rapper loud, bro.
The world's greatest gym teacher. Playing dodgeball, it's catch and destroy. He'll raise up like Brad Pitt when they cast him in Troy. The kids love it. You can't even feel bad for the boys because he's a hero in that gym class like Travie McCoy.
Go Birds!
Go Birds! You're the man, bro. And that dude really is a gym teacher, bro. We're on his ass, bro. He's a gym teacher.
So I watched the rest of the battle, and he really was a phys ed
Yeah,
teacher.
he's a phys ed teacher, bro. He's a gym, and his name's Travis, bro. Like, you know.
His name
really is Travis, so it's like multi-layered. You know what I mean?
This old doppelganging fucking ID theft happened. Just this for the fans. So and for you, Rone, so if you ever come to gym class show. That's the P.
Phys ed.
The gym class, you know what I'm saying?
Love, bro.
Don't fuck around, do that in LA, you might get shot.
That's what I was scared of. You're the man, bro. Thank everybody for watching, and bro, definitely check him out. Bro's on tour everywhere.
Yo, so are you